Go.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us again on our podcast. We want to introduce blah, blah, blah. All right. We want to introduce you into the next section, which is the Weekly Six, which is sponsored by Wee Boyd's Gaming Lounge by your girl Happy Bun Bun.
And Mia's delicious.
So let's get right into it. In no particular order, because we've had a ton of stuff happen in the past couple days to 2 weeks. Number one, the final season of Castlevania is coming out. It says here May 13th on Netflix. Y'all are ready to watch?
Yeah, that's gonna be really dope. I can't wait for it. I'm mad it's gonna end though, but it's gonna be a good
I can't believe it's gonna be the last one.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of them. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you gotta watch that, bro. That shit is cracked, man.
I'll definitely check it out.
I got my opinions about season 2, but
wait, season 3 or season 2? Because remember how they did
season,
that weird thing.
Right, yeah, you're right. They did. So in my mind, it was season 1 and season 2, so this should be 3. But you're right. The first season they broke up into 2.
Yeah.
The third one came out independently. So now you're right. This is gonna be season 4. Yeah. I do have my opinions about season 3, so I hope they can be better. But that's probably for later thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. Because
they're gonna do, they quote unquote, they're supposed to do a spinoff. And this is pretty much season 4 is going to lead up to the beginning of the Castlevania series itself. So this is like pre any game that came out, which is cool. So I'm like, okay, so now we know where the timeline is at. Okay, cool. All right.
Which is going to be interesting because he's supposed to be the descendant of the Belmonts, which is in the game, so it's like the weird time thing. So we're gonna see how that goes. Because he's supposed to be the descendant. In the original gameplay, his forefathers were in the game, so we'll see. And as you can see, yeah. Mio, you want to intro number 2?
Sure. The next topic we talk about is Cat and SZA's new single called "Kiss Me More."
Did you watch that?
Talking about a video or the music itself, the song itself?
Both.
I guess both.
Oh yeah.
What do y'all think about it?
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah. Here we go. What it is, man. I loved it.
Here we go.
I loved it.
Did you see the video?
No.
Okay, before anything, you should watch it and realize that Malik is one of the guys in the tubes at the end. Just watch it. Yeah, that's you. That's totally you. That is totally you.
The guy in the tube, he was not of African descent. I'm just saying. So no.
But who said? But the other guys in the tubes.
I didn't see.
I
didn't see black ones. I saw other colors. So that ain't me.
Just because they light.
Shouts out to my girls. That video and that song, I liked it. I really did. They did great. 2 of my favorite lady artists out there, man. And Doja does not get enough recognition. Like, she's doing her thing now, but she really doesn't get enough recognition because she can rap, sing. She's an actual musician. She can play instruments and she can dance her ass off. Pfft. Kudos to that woman right there. And then seeing SZA, oh baby, hope we get an album. That's all I gotta say, man. Great video, great song.
Did you hear it, Mio?
Yeah. I gotta check the song out because I didn't hear the song at all. Like, I've been so more on my hip hop vibe lately. So,
of course. But you said you got the song, Mio?
Absolutely, I love the song. Of course, I love the song. The one thing that I really like about Doja Cat is like she's very versatile. You know, she don't really like sing. I mean, fit herself in a one category. So that's what I really like about it. And this song is like pretty catchy, poppy, and not to mention like I said, I'm on TikTok heavy. So this song is going viral right now.
My girls, man.
Yeah. Love the video.
Girls, and I love the video too.
They don't know you, Malik. It's cool.
They doing good, man.
They still don't know you.
I just like to see more Asians in the scene.
That's a fact. But like I said, I didn't see the video, so I can't really say it got freaking thing right now.
You gotta watch
the
the
fact
video.
that the main guy was Asian was like, I see you. I see you.
And I know every single black person out there was like, "Oh, word, yo, why they ain't got no black people in it?" Until, spoiler alert, if you watch the video, they capture the dude. He's hallucinating the entire time. So, I know everybody that was watching it that was black was like, "Oh yeah, of course." Like how I said in the very beginning of this segment. Nah, man, it ain't no black person. But let's keep it pushing, man.
Alright, so number 3, we have Yasuke is resurrected in anime form on April 29th, and he is voiced by Lakeith Stanfield. Based on a true story, one and only black samurai in Japan.
Man. Oh, that is gonna be... That's gonna be crazy.
This is gonna be dope. I will watch that. Yeah. Even though a lot of people hate on Lakeith Stanfield because they're still mad at him for doing that role. Like, they really, like, he was really upset about that. I don't know why, but they said that he fit the character. So I guess, you know how the internet goes, but they was a little upset. So, but it's like still, you know, he's still a good actor, so.
Yeah, that's the whole point of being an actor or an actress. You take on the
And
role of someone else.
For him to
Why are they
even
mad?
do that
Wait,
role.
I didn't hear about this. T. Why are they mad about Lakeith Stanfield?
And it wasn't like it was like a couple of commenters in Charlemagne, like they were saying that they was comparing him in real life to like the character he played. So they was like, oh, he's like a rat type of dude and all kinds of stuff. You know how regular hood stuff, you know, like when he'll be saying like, you know, like, oh, he's a rat and all that other stuff, like people were saying on the internet. It wasn't nothing major, but it was just like he was a little upset about that, and he kind of clapped back at that. He said like, you know, it took a lot for me to play that character, like. It was a lot because I didn't want to play that character either. Like, to play someone that sold out your whole race is like, you don't want to do that. So.
Yeah, basically, Charlemagne.
Oh, okay.
Charlemagne he made a statement after the movie came out. Remember, he did the whole pointing a gun at a picture of him thing and all of that extra bullshit. So after you know the movie came out, Charlemagne he took a jab at him and said, "Yeah, you were born for that role." The role he played was the guy that snitched on. You know, the leader of the Black Panthers. So, some people took it, you know,
like literally.
Yeah, because
you know how far. That's why I said it's regular. People just took it and bang on it, and then they started. So he was a little upset about that because he's like I said, he's like, you know,
I'm not that character. I played him.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Great actors and actresses, they take on roles, and I think, like I said, when he does Yasuke. It's Yasuke, right? Yasuke?
Yeah, Yasuke.
Yeah, when he does that, hopefully the audio mixing is done well because Lakeith has a very distinctive voice. You know what I mean? And from when I was watching the previews, I was a little shaken by that. And I was speaking to a couple of my homies too. They were saying the same thing. They was like, we hope they do you know, or maybe he can place himself in, you know, Yasuke's shoes and not be like what's his name? Jaden Smith. You know? I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Neo Yokio? Or whatever it's
Something
called.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. Well, voice acting and acting, they're both acting, but it's two different things. So if he's never had experience, so that would be my concern. If he's never had experience voice acting, to see like how he transitions to being voice only. Yeah, because there's actors who can do it, but let's be real. We've heard Disney things where we're just like, you picked a really good actor. I don't know if this person should be voice acting though.
Yeah.
Like the only time. And then we can go to the next topic. This is the first time, and I know people are gonna hate me for it, but the only time Beyonce has ever done a great voiceover role thus far, or actually any role period, was in The Lion King as Nala. She played Nala really well.
Yeah.
Every other role she has ever played in,
trash.
Yeah, didn't fit the part. But her voice acting skills for that role as Nala. You know, because Beyonce has a distinct voice. That was perfect. But yeah, like I said, and like Bun Bun said, it's two different things: actual acting and doing VO voiceover work. So hopefully, Lakeith can.
I did like her in Dreamgirls because she fit that part really well.
But
she sang her ass off in that.
But that's not really acting and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like that's her being acting. Like herself, and just like really singing. Like every role she really had, if you look at it, the only role she had is like she was singing. It wasn't really roles like, oh, she did a phenomenal job. No, she was. It just was because it was Beyonce. So that's what I said. I never thought she was a good actor. Like. So I felt like the Lion King was kind of the best she did as an actor, like
actress.
I know all the Beehive is probably like we're gonna kill these guys right now, but you know,
of course,
it is what it is. Facts is facts.
Of course, and yeah, facts are facts, man. Let's keep it pushing though. What else we got on this list, man? We got a lot of stuff, man. One more time.
So Mio, I think this one's for you. Cause did you hear about this with Jaleel White?
Yeah, yes, I did. And he just went out for a little bit.
I mean, what happened to Mio happened to me just now.
All right,
One number 4, Mio.
Number 4. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't really get to see this one. It's all right. So next topic we talk about is Purple Urkel is here.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Works, man.
And I can't wait to try it.
Oh God.
Snoop Dogg's endorsed Steve Urkel's actorly.
Jaleel, he really came back. He really got back in character for thing, which I didn't think he was gonna do. That's why I was like, oh, he actually came back as Steve Urkel, older Steve Urkel.
He said he would never do it again, but I'm glad.
That outfit is fire. Like for the Instagram shots.
Yeah.
That outfit is so fire.
I'm glad, and I hope, because we still don't know, but I really do hope he's put, the past traumas of playing Steve Urkel behind him, because he could just be doing it just for a money grab, and then he could still be holding on to that, that disdain for the character.
What really happened?
So
I never read about it. Just real quick, my fault.
No. I'm just explaining it. So him playing the character for so long, people literally called Jaleel just Urkel. So everyone thought he was a pushover. 1, 2, him playing the role would hurt his vocal cords. He felt extremely embarrassed a majority of the time as he got older playing Urkel, because he had to wear the suspenders, so it was like cutting circulation on his, his testicles and his penis. He said it in an interview. Like I said, people thought he was a joke. It was just like really traumatizing for him, and there's like a lot of stuff he was talking about too. Like I remember watching that, and he was crying, and he was like really mad. This is years ago, and he said he would never play the role of Steve Urkel again. That's why later on when he got older, he was doing more Stefan stuff. Remember, Stefan was like in almost every single episode in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah,
because they were older, and I think he had a little more creative control.
Later on, when he got older, yeah, because the whole show, really be honest, the whole show carried it was revolved around Steve Urkel.
Yep.
So that's what the character you remember from that, and that lasted for a couple of seasons. That was on for as long as Modern Family was, 10 seasons. So it was like you knew it had it. But I'm glad he did it. Even if it's a money move, I'm glad he did it, because it was funny seeing Steve Urkel smoke weed though.
Yeah, that's hilarious, because
he needed it though. I was gonna say, if we're going by the character, he needed it. Yeah,
Jaleel loves to smoke. Jaleel, as you could see, he's in the pot industry. So everybody that was laughing at Urkel, it's crazy.
I never knew he was a smoker though. He didn't seem like it. Then
because allow me to say this, and I want to say congratulations to Jaleel White for so many reasons, and I'll explain why. 1, Jaleel did not go down the route of every other young black actor and actress. You feel me? Of course he's smoking, but he don't snort coke, shoot heroin. He's not trying to be a rapper. He's in his own lane. He's pretty much living off of Family Matters money. He's good. So the fact that
he's forever gonna be good. That shit is streamed on Hulu. OD, that shit is streamed all the season. So once that streaming money gets in,
The
You
thing
always
is
gonna
this: you have people like Orlando Brown who are getting that Disney money, but they're using that money for unfortunate vices. Because every year he's in the fucking news, going to jail, getting locked up in a fight with his girlfriends. It's really bad. But Jaleel White, as you can see, is doing something. You feel me?
eat. Yeah,
Doing
like
something
you
really
can
good.
never.
Good for
It's like
him.
for a lot of people to get out that hole of being a child actress. Like he never let that trauma get to him. So all right, I smoke
No,
weed
no,
a
it
bit.
got to him. It got to him, and that's the thing. That's what I mean by I'm glad he didn't let it. He didn't go down the other route like all the other, unfortunate black actors and actresses that turned to drugs, turned to prostitution. He was
I
just
think he owns the
chilling.
rights to that character too.
Yep, exactly. Yes,
I
yes, he
think
does.
he
He
well
does.
he got the rights to that character.
Yep.
So he could become, so if he really wanted to get back in the game, he could become the character again and do a whole new spinoff about how they like, but he don't want to do that because like I said, he's older now. He just did it because it's like, yo, I'm selling a weed called Purple Urkel. Why the fuck not? Like I need to do this to promote my shit and it's a positive thing. And it's like I said, a lot of people been misinformed with weed, but I know that's later on in topics, so
Yeah.
so it's like it's a lot, like, but yeah, I'm glad he's doing something positive. I want to try the strains. I love weed with purple in it. I'm a big fan of weed that has purple in it. Like that's really what I really like to smoke. So that's why when he said Purple Urkel, I said, yeah, I want to definitely try the Purple Urkel.
I mean, hey, if it turns into a conversation about how Hollywood needs to do better by their child actors in general.
Facts, they
Still.
really do. Do we? I believe we have something on the list. Do we have Hollywood?
I don't think so.
No.
No, we don't.
We're gonna find some stuff. But yeah, let's keep it rolling.
Well, the next one. Well, I'm gonna switch it because I've been going down the thing. Yeah, because I wanted to talk about Lena Inverse because I fucking love Slayers growing up. We'll go back to the other one. Listen, I just moved around because hey, it's not in any particular order. I just want to say what the fuck I want. Lena Inverse. So this is the craziest thing that if you guys didn't know, Mio, she's delving herself into VTubing, and Lena Inverse is gonna have a virtual concert next month, which is really the voice actress for Lena Inverse, the OG voice actress who did all the original, like all the OVAs, the original movie, the original series with her.
I'm hyped.
She's gonna have that's the great thing. So the concert is.
I gotta Google her.
So the concert is next month. It's gonna be virtual. So I've been to Vocaloid concerts because I am that type of person, and I enjoy them, love them. So this is gonna be the same type of deal, except it's just instead of going to an actual thing, to an actual venue where they have the projections up there. This is gonna be online, and I think it's gonna be pretty fucking awesome. And she's set to sing the opening themes for the original series, and I think one of the movies, and there's a couple other things, but all the music she's gonna sing is based on the Slayers, on the Slayers series and the movies, and I can't fucking wait. So you can join anywhere in the world, which is great. I'm
hype as hell. Slayers try, all of that good stuff. Huge Slayers fan. Like I love what is that? Mid 90s, early 90s, mid 90s anime. One of my first anime shows was Slayers, man. Facts. I'm glad.
Look out May 7th for the 3D live concert, y'all.
Yes, everybody, please go check that out when it comes out next month. And VTubing, you should definitely check it out too, Mia, when you get the chance to, because that's right up your alley. That's why I put it on there.
Yo, absolutely. It just everybody into like a virtual reality shit or even like VTubing. A lot of DJs and artists get into this world and it's like, oh, like I'm not the only one. I mean, like I don't really tell people about it. It's like what I've been, planning on,
Yeah.
But yeah, I just realized that I'm not the only one, but I feel like I'm right on the I'm on the right path, I mean, because since everybody's on it, it's just it's the wave now, I guess.
You got
It's really amazing. I mean, it's really interesting,
Take it over, Mio. You gotta do it.
Yeah. You know how many views like all the VTubers got?
It's crazy. It's insane.
Like just for 2 minutes or a 2 minutes or 30 seconds video, and they just like saying some dumb shit.
But I'm that weird person where I watch it with Mr. Bun Bun, and it's like I'm like I don't even understand code, and I'm like, who's writing this fucking code? And he's like, I don't know, man, but this is insane.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
just to see like the different things that they construct on there.
The programs and stuff like that. There's like various programs. But a majority of the time, you got to draw your own characters and then drop them in for 2D. Or if you're doing 3D, you just got to know how to model. That's it. Yeah, man.
Before we continue, before we continue, because Slayers is me and Malik's jam. Malik, can you believe that they're doing this for the 30th anniversary of Slayers?
Jesus Christ.
Dude, it's the 30th anniversary. That's why they're doing this concert.
It came out in 93. Yep. Slayers 1993. Yep. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
92.
92.
Wait, 92? 91. No, see, who does math anymore? What time is it? What year is it?
Because if it's going on 30 years, sorry.
It's 30. It's 91. 91. Listen, we've been living in a time warp. I don't blame any of us for this.
I'm ultra tired right now. Oh my god. But Lena
Inverse. I was going to say, being tired doesn't do anything with being in a pandemic in a fucking time warp. Because yesterday feels like last year. Am I right?
Facts. Super facts. Jesus.
Alright. I guess we can move back to the one I went over.
That's fine.
But I'm also not that much of a fan, but who knows? I used to be when I was a kid. Turns out Lil Wayne marries his longtime girlfriend, which good for him.
Yeah, I just put that on there for Wheezy. Congratulations. Because they quote-unquote broke up because of his supposedly, we don't know, allegedly for his political views where he said he didn't care. But I am a person that respects marriage, and I love marriage, and I'm glad to see and glad to hear that Lil Wayne, found happiness, and I hope he stays together because they've been together for many years, which is really awesome.
I thought he didn't have a girlfriend for a little while though.
Nah, Wayne, her and Wayne have been together for about 3 years, 3 to 4 years. Yeah, that was his boo thang for a long time. The same chick that broke up with him. What was it, last year? November? I know you guys heard about that. In November, she left him. Yeah, they
got back together.
Exactly. And what I like about that is that nobody knew that they got back together or they were still together. Stay out of their business.
He didn't put it on the ground or nothing. Like I said, I'm glad he's learning because Lil Wayne has been around for a little while. So it's like, I tell people, like, when it comes to Instagram and Facebook, it's like, I feel like you don't have to post everything. People feel like they got to. I said, you don't. And I said, there's some pictures you just want to keep to yourself. And it's like some pictures you don't want to be judged on. You don't want people saying, oh, why are you with this person? You don't want to go through all that. You don't want to be asked like, oh, why you got back together? We married. What can you say now? Shut the fuck up.
Well, I will say one thing that's not up for debate is the fact that if it has to do with I'm not sure, but if you're referring to like his political affiliations, he did endorse Trump back in 2020. So like if that was a thing, I'm saying I don't know, but it is on YouTube for how often he endorsed Trump back in the presidential election. So if that was the case, I don't blame her. Mm-hmm. Which is why I was like, I didn't really care.
Nobody doesn't blame her. Because I don't even have Wayne. No, I think I have like one Wayne song, and I used to love Wheezy. I think I only got like one Wayne song on my multiple playlists.
Is that because he endorsed Trump? Honestly,
yes and no. Yes and no. As you get older, you just look at things differently.
Or like you're into music differently as you get older. Like some things you get reinforced into loving. Yeah. Like I said, I used to be really into EDM. I was a raver kid back in the actually no, holy shit, that was 10 years ago. Oh my god, I just realized
back in the days 10 years ago.
Yo, I just realized, oh shit, no, because I'm 30 now, so like that was like 8 years ago. I was a raver kid. Holy shit. All right. Anyway, so I haven't listened to EDM like that in such a long time, but now I'm getting back into it, and I kind of really miss festivals. Would like to go back to one. But anyway, let's keep it pushing. Let me go down the list here.
Yeah.
Good for you. Make better decisions in the future politically.
Facts.
I don't know. All right, number 7. Mio, you want to talk about number 7? I kind of took over.
Yeah, let's go. No, you're good. Alright, so the next topic we talk about is Psychonauts 2. It's coming this year. A demo is ready and waiting.
Congratulations,
okay, I'm gonna leave it to
people. Now we can go to the next topic. Anywho's
fuck Xbox. Who cares? Nobody cares about fuck Xbox. I don't want to hear about Xbox.
Psychonauts is lit, man. That's one of Microsoft's. Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't played that in such a long. I can't even remember when I played it.
That was original Xbox. That was fat. Fat box.
That means it was way back when I was like hanging out with my brother.
Junior high school ish for you, yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's gonna be cute. I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, same. Hopefully that ish. They have good concepts for it, and I hope they don't mess it up because Microsoft, they've been slipping. Same thing with Sony, and we got a lot to talk about Sony later, but these companies have been slipping, so I hope they're focused on the games and giving the consumers a great experience over putting in microtransactions, just trying to like blaze through creating a game. I hope they don't mess it up. Psychonauts is one of the gems on the Xbox. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, the consoles can only do so much, but it also just depends on the companies that are producing the games.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Remember Cyberpunk. Because everyone was like that was going to be the golden goose, and then what happened?
Check this. This is weird, right? This is how I look at things when it comes to gaming. If I don't hear anything about a game for about 2 or 3 years, and then they announce something with no gameplay or nothing to back up with it at all, because remember, they kept announcing Cyberpunk year after year for what, 10 years? 8 years? 8 to 10 years. Something like that, right? Then the final year when it was supposed to be released is when they started showing stuff. Moves like that, no. Right? I'll give you a better example of something kind of positive, but that's in between. That's in the gray area. Kingdom Hearts 3. Remember, we didn't see anything for a very long time until...
That was also another 10 years.
Exactly.
Of like, just...
But they did clarify they started development during this period in time. Right?
Well, they also switched the programming that they're using, because they switched to Unreal. Was it Real Engine?
Yeah,
Unreal Engine.
Yeah, Unreal Engine.
They switched it to that, which is why Sora's face looks so weird.
I thought he looked good. Me personally,
for me personally, it was hitting Uncanny Valley a little bit. I was just like, he's too smooth. Too smooth.
That's
I don't know.
Square for you. But they actually announced when they started development for that. Cyberpunk, they kept saying for like 20 years in development. They literally started that shit 3 years ago, bruh. They spent up all that money and was asking for more money, bruh. Like, the articles coming out about that is just insane. Same thing with like an Anthem. That video game Anthem. They announced it 3-4 years ago and then started development of the game 6 months before its release. What?
It wasn't also... They did not spend as much time on it as they should have.
Exactly.
But that's not the only problem that they had. They kept changing the scope of the game. And in which, like, you realize, too, in, like, what was promised, like, I never played the demo. I've only seen clips of, like, parts of the demo. The original one that came out that was, like, mind-blowing for people. What was promised originally was scaled down so much because of what they could and could not achieve. So I don't. So like, I'm pretty. You know what? I think that they pretty much were in development for as long as they said they were, but they weren't. They kept pushing. I think that's where it was. They kept pushing the bounds of like what they wanted to deliver without actually putting like realistic expectations on what could be delivered.
Now the devs literally said they weren't coming to an agreement on a lot of things, and development didn't start.
They kept changing. Yeah, they kept changing on things on them.
Yeah, so they just started
things that they were working on. They had to scrap, and then things kept getting brought up to them that they had to fix, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
And they didn't have a direction for the game itself, where what they wanted to do with the game, besides having flying suits. That was it. They didn't have any story backgrounds. No, that's crazy. You guys would buy anything. Jesus.
Well, also because the idea was that it was an immersive world-building experience where every NPC it was supposed to be like
Cyberpunk.
The best game. It was supposed to be a game in which like you could interact with NPCs. They all had their own backstory, which was already a lot of work that they were promising, but that wasn't in there.
Man.
But Psychonauts, good for them.
Yes, Psychonauts. Like I said, I hope they do not mess it up because the structure is there. Just continue the story, but do it in the right way. And Microsoft, you guys are known to fuck shit up, so please don't fuck shit up. Oh, KOTOR rumors are floating around. That BioWare might do it. Who knows what KOTOR is? KOTOR. Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars. I hope it happens. By BioWare. I hope it happens. Continue. Mio, mute yourself.
Alright, number 8. We have Rhapsody and several artists come together for a 420 special where Rhapsody doesn't smoke to support the Last Prisoners project.
Shouts out to Rhapsody.
T, you heard about this? Tay.
He's there. You got us on mute. You got us on mute? Yeah, he got us on mute.
I was like this.
My fault.
Nah, you good.
Yeah, I was saying because like this one was for you.
Basically,
I feel
2 times, but I bet you he didn't read the article and it was in the Discord.
I did. You know.
Did you watch this concert, T? Or did you hear about this concert?
I heard about it, yeah, but I didn't watch it at all because, like I said, I was out in a 420 all day, so
you were having a good time.
He was zipped up like a motherfucker. Now we was chilling on 420, which was cool. We was checking out some spots. We boys coming back, motherfuckers. 2020.
Yeah, we was just that's why I said, so I really wasn't like online looking at no, that's why I said I missed out on all the 420 but I missed on the Redman special. I missed out on another special I wanted to see. So it was like I wasn't really in the house. So I was like, but it was cool. I need to be outside for a little while, get some exercise. So it's good.
Shouts out to Rhapsody, man. Oh my god, I love Rhapsody. One hell of an MC, humanitarian. And this project is I believe to help people that were wrongly convicted for marijuana.
It's
crimes.
The Last Prisoner Project is a non-profit organization that is dedicated to cannabis criminal justice reform. Which, by the way, this was all over Twitter. This was all over social media. But if y'all supported and you celebrated on 420, I hope you toked up for every person who was behind bars for a drug charge. A non-violent weed drug charge.
Facts.
Yes.
And may all those be overturned, and may they all be released.
Super.
And
what the fuck? That's really what Last Prisoner Project is about.
Yeah. And I was trying to say earlier when I said this is on the timeline. I said a lot of people were misinformed about the usage of weed, where they think that it's bad. It's bad, and it's like it don't really affect your health bad. It's actually the safest drug to actually use, to be honest, because it don't really give you no bad side effects. It don't give you no addiction. Yeah, you might be a little bit moody if you was a heavy smoker like I am, but that's just if you smoke heavy. But it's not addictive drug. It actually helps the body. It actually helps a lot of sicknesses. So when it was actually shown that it's not bad, it's like they was looking at a lot of people was in jail for years for smoking weed. They was locking people up OD for that. Like, so it's like now it's been proven that
that's like 5-6 years. Easy.
You know, and it's been proven to be more safer than cigarettes.
I mean, if there's anything for people to think about, right, is that weed was legal a long time ago until the war on drugs started.
Mm-hmm.
And
shouts out to Nixon, you bastard.
Yeah.
It was
So-
Nixon, right?
but
Yeah,
also
because
in
they put-
I was gonna say in New York, it took we're another state where it is legal. There are other states where it is not legal, but it should really put in perspective about like if different states have different thoughts on it, what is going on with this drug.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe everyone should do their research to see what's going on with it. If you choose to toke up, if you choose not to, hey, just do your research.
And please, yes, seriously, do your research on the various strands out there. Know your indicas from your sativas.
There's some that don't taste good. There's some that'll make you feel like health wise. The ones that make me feel any type of headache or anything, I don't touch because I don't. If it makes me feel like that means it's not good to me. So, you know what I'm saying? It's certain ones that it may affect the body different. That is true. That's not a lie. But like I said, compared to like, it's like they don't want it. And it's like even Las Vegas, like I said, I was in Vegas. They certain areas, they don't want you to do it on their private property. So everybody that goes to Vegas, like, my times out to they don't call the cops on you. You know, they'll just tell you to go on the street, but they prefer it like not to be in front of their establishment. But it's just, and everybody always wonders like they let people smoke cigarettes, because they feel like they don't want the weed, they don't want their hotel to be known as a weed establishment because federally it's still not legal in certain
It's only state to state,
Yeah, so that's why I said that that's what they worry about. That's what the hotels worry about. That we don't care about the state. I know the state don't give two fucks about it, but the feds do, and we don't want that attraction to a hotel because then once that starts happening, people don't want to come to a hotel because nobody want to be in a hotel with this constant police interaction. You see, that is bad for business. So that's the reason why they don't like it in front of their property. But besides that, on the street and the strip, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's not that they're gonna pull you over. So. But it's like a lot of places are in New York, like they're the same way. But now it's like they said that they probably do the same thing. Like they probably tell you like, oh, don't do it on property, go down the street. But they're not really checking for it. And I feel it's about time making because there's a lot of people out here that are carrying stuff that need to be locked up, and you're so worried about a person smoking that's not harming nobody. You know what I mean? Like
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
You know, so
be mindful, people. Remember. The 4th of November. Be mindful just because it's legal. Same thing with cigarette smokers. Just need to start being fucking mindful of the people around you. Not everybody wants to smell that shit. You know, go off on the side, go in the street, get away from people. Like, I don't smoke around children at all. When I do smoke, if I'm in front of an establishment or if I try to like see where the wind is going so I know where I can smoke at. You feel me? Like I would go around the corner or face a certain direction so the wind is blowing. Like just be mindful because not everybody, like I said, wants to smell that shit. Me, I love the smell of marijuana. But
I was gonna say when I used to smoke, so a lot of people actually didn't know I smoked until they came to Lucky's because I would smoke in front, but when I'm with friends or whatnot, I just wouldn't smoke around them. Or I would just be like, all right, I'll wait. Look, that's how my routine was usually like only in the morning or only at night when I'm not around people. And when they saw me, they're like, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, I've been doing this for so long. But actually, it's interesting because I don't feel like I want to smoke weed. I think I just want to stick with edibles because every time I try to smoke, it makes me feel, because I've quit smoking. So it's just something personal to me where like when I'm in the act of smoking a joint, like I get the urge like, oh, I want a cigarette. And I was like, oh, I don't want that. So,
because of the burning,
and that's it's like the smoke. And I think it's also, I'm just putting it out there as a personal experience, which is why like I'm looking more into like edibles and things like that. And I'm looking at like even like I do have a pen, so like the vapor is a lot better where I don't get that urge, but sometimes I still do. So I'm trying to look at alternatives. That's for me.
It's muscle memory because you have something in your hand, you know.
Yeah, I think the pen is different because now I have a square one where like I can hold it like this, so I'm not doing this. Right? So like it's that one I feel like I have less memory. A rote memory of the cigarette, so that's a little bit better. But anytime I have like a single pen or like I have a joint, even if I hold it like this, I'm like, oh man, I want a cigarette. So that's a personal thing. That's why we say like to each your own, figure out what works for you because there are a lot of different options.
I'm gonna try,
and there's a lot of different strengths. So
I'm gonna pop a gummy real soon. Maybe next month. Yeah, facts. Because I don't want to. I'm like Bun Bun. I'm just like you. I stopped smoking, what, officially 3 years ago? Stopped smoking weed. And I didn't want to go back. It's easy for me, marijuana is easier to cut off because I've always had like this love-hate relationship with marijuana. But I've never had an edible. So maybe for...
Like you never had an edible?
No, because of the high intake. Hell no, I'm not stupid. Come on, man.
Malik.
Yo.
Edibles are so good. I got a real good, nice plug though, and then my job has a CBD edibles at this moment because like we're not like officially legalized, like allowed to sell THC products like in New York City, right? Woo! But then like we are planning on like like selling like THC like edibles and stuff, and on top of that, our chefs like she makes her own like edibles and stuff, like they all look so good. So if y'all want to try ones, like holla at me.
Tell me. I was gonna say, Mio, in May, tell me when you're working, and I'll come by. Because remember, I was still talking with you about the sleep gummies.
Girl, we have more products now. So like we have like a stronger.
Tell me when you're working. Tell me when you're working in May, and then like I'll.
Got you. Got you.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but Malik, like you should definitely try edibles too. Like you will love it, like gummies and brownies and cookies and stuff.
I'm literally. Yeah, I'm only gonna have like one Sour Patch
but
Kid.
I can't.
That's it.
I can't have edibles as much as I
that
used
would be
to
so
anyway.
nice.
So it's like I have the last edible I had was like a cheesecake, Oreo cheesecake edible. And that had me so high. I was sitting in the chair like this, just spaced out. I was like, nah,
T-Money was T-Moneying basically. Slumped. Shouts out to Rhapsody and everybody that helped out with the project. And yeah, let's bring all these innocent people home for these minor crimes with marijuanas, man.
Which means the next step is to hit the federal level.
Mm-hmm.
We're going state by state, but we gotta
heroin, cocaine, all of that shit. Hell no, y'all stay over there. Marijuana smokers and people that caught with like dime bags and they weren't selling. Like if you have a certain amount on you, that's a different story because that's that's grounds for selling, But
I'm a little radical with that, where I'm just like, I don't like opioids, I don't like cocaine or anything like that in terms of how they affect people. But I think in terms of like non-violent drug charges, that should not be a thing. Like, if you're doing hardcore like selling and distribution,
yeah, that's
different than if you're strung out and you need to buy your next bag so that you can shoot up. And if you get sent to jail for that, I'm like, I don't think that's a correct response to that. I do not. So I think the whole system needs to get overhauled. But that's actually one of the things I volunteer for. But that's different.
And things take time, but I'm glad things are turning. As much as people, we're veering off course a little bit, but as much as people are saying literally 3 months, 4 months in of Biden's 4 years, they're like, ain't shit changing. This is one of the changes that has come, and there's more that's coming down the pipeline.
Well, this one, so I would say the answer to that is no, because Biden didn't have anything to do with this.
Well, whoever signed
this was Cuomo, which also I'm like, there's agenda behind it.
No, the reform, like
the reform.
Yeah, not the weed smoking, the reform. The fact that they are going to be releasing some people with misdemeanors and stuff like that. That's under Biden's administration, if I'm not mistaken.
Look that up, because I think that's happening in New York, but I don't know about federally. They're working on that in New York. I don't know about federally, because that would be if they let that go. But we'll look into it.
We'll see. Everybody keep applying pressure. That's all. That was the whole point. Keep applying pressure. Don't give up. Shouts out to everybody out there doing the prison reform. All the nonprofits out there that's really focusing on getting these gentlemen and these women out of jail, man. For real. Well, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. But yeah, we got like 3 or 4 more topics, and then we can get into the actual episode. 4 more.
Isn't the Apple
I
episode?
I was gonna say at this point, this might as well be the actual episode because there's a lot of topics in here. This is an actual episode. Let's be real.
There's only like 2 more topics besides the weekly 12.
There's 4. I was gonna say there's 4 more left. But also, here's the thing you were talking about, Malik. When you're talking about there are other things to talk about with PlayStation, where the PlayStation Store games are keeping PS1, PS2, and PS3 games.
Thank you, Vita. Jesus.
Because okay, but it's just like this seems like great. I'm okay to move on with this, but I'm just like logic. Yes, because you have here in the note, money does talk because well, this doesn't make sense to like cut that out if people are still interested in it because there are definitely PS3 games.
It makes sense. People are gonna hate me for this take, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Was it nobody loading up their PS3s to go buy these games that have been in the store for a very long time until they said, you know what, since these servers are pretty much inactive and we're paying these people a lot of money to keep these servers up and no one is using the service because they literally said there's no point in us having the PS3, the Vita, and all the older games, even though, and I'll get into something after this, have these older games here and nobody's buying them. Right? 2 things with that. And this goes to the customers and the people out there. Support your fucking games. I say it all the goddamn time. Support your fucking games. Stop modding and buy the fucking games. If you have a PS3, you can download PS1, PS2, and PS3 games on your system. Buy them. They're dirt cheap. Yes, there are certain games that are not on there due to IP issues, especially majority of the Japanese games, because several like artists, developers, and sound engineers, they work on these games and they do not want to work with whomever they created the game with, like Capcom or these other publishers. So they cannot put certain games back on these stores. And if they do put them back out, prime example, Marvel versus Capcom, exactly. They have to pay an astronomical amount of money, and they're hoping for a crazy return. So, when you guys are shouting and screaming and Twitter fingers saying, fuck you, Sony, fuck you, Capcom, fuck you, whomever, whatever, and you guys do not have these games digitally downloaded, you purchase them for dirt cheap already, shut the fuck up, because you're not supporting the games, you're just talking out of your ass. I have my PS3 here. I still have my Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I still have my Klonoa from PS1, all my PS1 games, my PS2 games, my PS3 games, right? I don't mean to sound pretentious, but I support the shit that I like and I love. So I can sit here and say, when it's there, fucking buy it. Don't complain.
Yes.
Buy the shit. Now, like I said, there are games that are super expensive. Prime example, Rival Schools, which is not on the PlayStation Store. They can't put that on there. Why you guys think, they're only putting skins in the games or putting one character in the game? Because someone that still works at Capcom owns that one character. Do your research, people. But please stop with the foolishness. Now, Sony, I'm coming at that ass right now. Yes, people love old school games. Duh. All you guys have to do is allow those downloads. I spent money in your store. Allow us to download those games, my niggas, on our PS4s or our PS5s. Stop it. The main reason why, and I was a part of this foolishness as a kid, one of the main reasons why they're not, letting us download on our PS4s and PS5s older games is because the files have certain codes in them that can crack the system, and they're trying to prevent that as much as possible. Remember back in the day, the chicken hack? Anybody remembers the chicken hack? I'm sure you guys didn't. So the chicken hack was in 2010. This was around the time Marvel vs. Capcom came out. So the chicken hack, I believe, came from, there was a code in I think Grand Theft Auto or something like that, which they used Okay.
Is that where you can hold the chicken and you fly?
No, the chicken hack was basically breaking the PS3 system and allowing you to download games for free. That's where the mods, not the mods. Yeah, so I would have a physical disc. I could pop it in my PS3 and burn it to my system. Okay? So that one game, Grand Theft Auto, I think it was San Andreas or something like that. It was an old game. You download it. Well, the person that created the chicken hack downloaded the game, found a crack, he keyed it, boom, then started sending it out to everybody. I literally got a cease and desist from Sony. I was super young. I was one of those fools that did that, but I still bought my games. I love burning my games to my hard drive. That shit was more accessible. So what I did was I burned my Marvel vs. Capcom and like 3 other games. But like a fool, I went online. So when I went online, of course, they got the information. Then anybody that hacked their systems, they got a cease and desist. A lot of people got a cease and desist. And it's like, if you don't upgrade your console because we know you used the hack, you know, you're going to get fucking sued. I upgraded my shit. I updated my shit quick. Hell no. What? I ain't going to jail, nigga. But, you know, like I said, I buy my games, though. I buy my shit. I like, come on.
There's no point in hacking nowadays. Like, I feel like back in the day it was different. Now it's like, just buy the games. It's like, it's no point. Like, and they hack.
And the old school games are dirt cheap on the store, dude. Dirt cheap. If you want to find it physical, that's where the collector's thing comes into play. And you're on your own. Yeah, that's where you're on your own. But preserve. But
at least if you download it, like you'll have it in the cloud if anything happens to your original system. Then you can boot up your login on the new system if something happens to the old one, and then you'll still have all your game and save files.
Mm-hmm. Man, all 4 of these companies, I said 4 for a reason. These 4 companies need to come together and all need to work on just play by their strengths. That's it. And stop trying to be like each other. And yeah, that's all I got to say to that. I can go deep on this shit. This is my lane right here, but let's keep going. Let's keep it pushing.
Oh, well, this one brings us back into movie world a little bit, where Michael Keaton will return as Batman in the new Flash movie. Huh. But Ezra Miller.
Wow.
It's currently in production, so there's nothing really out right now for it. But hey, I'm excited to see where that movie's gonna go.
I want to see Keaton, the OG.
One of the OGs. He was a good Batman.
Where's Adam West? They should have. Wait, Adam West is still alive, right?
No.
Oh, he died like 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
yeah,
right?
He's since passed. Yes.
Fuck. Rest in peace to A. West, man. That's the one person that could have played like an older Batman. That would have been so cool. And then just have his suit, have the old nasty fucking 60s suit in the back.
Well, Tristan, you remember what was the big series? Well, I keep forgetting the name of it, but I think you know it because we've talked about this before.
Beyond?
No, I'm talking about the CW, the big thing they had all together.
Crisis on Earth.
Yeah. So Crisis, right?
They showed a lot of people that got deleted. Yeah,
right. So, but you remember the OG voice actor for Batman for the animated series of Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, and like the Batman series. He played a Batman, and he looked good as an older Batman. So like, it's a possibility. He looks, I forget his name. Tristan, I don't know if you know his name, but like the voice actor for OG Batman looks good as old Batman too. Yeah,
he was an evil Batman.
Yeah, he played the part good. He played the part good on TV.
Imagine this, y'all ready? Imagine this. Michael Keaton as older Batman in a Batman Beyond movie. Stop playing. We want Batman the story behind that is crazy. But that's another talk for another time. because the cartoon show came out, and then they decided to make a comic. It was never a comic book first. That is crazy.
That happens a lot. Like that was Harley Quinn as well.
Crazy. Like
you say he's Bruce Wayne's son. That's Terry Begins is Bruce Wayne's son. So I was like, nah.
Yeah, when they threw that in, I remember that episode of Justice League when they threw that in there.
But I like how they did that though. That they closed it out because they never gave it an official closing. So
yeah,
that's why I felt like okay, they gave us the closing.
I injected your father with that, so when your father busted a nut inside of your mom, it was actually me. Wait. What the fuck? What?
I just thought it was cute that he ended the episode with giving Bruce some fucking soup. No, Bruce was giving him, he was like, eat it, it's gonna get cold. And he's like, okay. And he's like, are you gonna wear a sweater? And I was like, oh my god, this is so fucking wholesome.
Batman Beyond definitely needs a movie or a live action TV show. What else we got left?
We got 2 left, actually. This one has been on my list to watch for season 1, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But Lil Dicky season 2 is going to be insane because he's casted Lil Nas X, Doja Cat, and many other people.
Everybody out there that has Hulu right now, there are a couple of shows on there you need to watch, and a majority of them are original Hulu shows, and Lil Dicky's show, Dave is one of them. Dave is one. It's funny as fuck, very insightful as well.
I've always loved Lil Dicky's music too. So
Lil Dicky always has some funny.
Me too.
So fucking funny.
Just play the last episode of season 1. The first 10 minutes is a whole rap song and a rap video, and that's all I gotta say. When I was watching this, I was like, what the fuck? And then it's like, this dude is crazy. Like, he's insane. Kudos. I can't wait for season 2. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. And shouts out to Taco. Taco is on there. You guys remember a kid named Taco from Odd Future?
Nah.
I don't.
You guys remember Loiterer Squad?
Oh my god.
You remember the ugly kid with the big nose and
no.
Taco. Yes, Taco is on.
I gotta look
the
this
show
up now because
yes, put in Loiterer Squad Taco, and then you'll see his.
You
face.
threw me a blast with a Loiter Squad.
I know. That's why I said Odd Future. Everybody's like, huh? Loiterer Squad. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
My dude Taco is in there, and he's actually a great actor. I am very surprised at the mature level of Taco, because Taco was the one always doing outlandish, outrageous. He was like the Steve-O of Odd Future / Loiterer Squad, and he does a great job on the show. I was telling T about that. It's really dope because one of the characters on the show, he's schizophrenic.
Yeah,
and he has to take meds. And like they had one episode that, there was no comedy at all. There was like a couple of jokes, but it was such a mental health focused episode, and I was like, I really like this one right here. I was like, I didn't expect Dave to do that, and I like the fact that he did that, and the backstory behind the actual show. I commend you, Dave. That's all I gotta say, man. Check it out.
All right, Mio, you want to take the last one? Number 12.
Sure. Wait, I thought you were talking about like Dave Chappelle. All right.
Yep.
Dave Chappelle announces his new podcast, The Midnight Miracle with Talib Kweli. And wait, who? Talib Kweli and Talib Kweli?
Yasin Bey.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely.
Yasin Bey.
Yeah.
And Talib Kweli.
It's over for you motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say. It's over for y'all motherfuckers. It's about to get real. It's about to get fucking real. Dave said he he doesn't want to do a podcast, but if he was to ever do one, he's like, people are really gonna hate me. Check out his he's always on the Joe Rogan Experience, because him and Joe Rogan are really good friends, and they have been for decades. Many years they've been cool. Same thing with Talib and Mos Def. Dave is one hell of a human being. So he has connections. And he said if he was to ever do a podcast, people are not going to like him because he's going to be saying some real shit. And the fact that he has those two gentlemen behind him, who are some of the realest MCs in hip hop. We talking about OGs. Oh my God. Intelligent brothers too. We're not talking about like, dumb MCs or turn up rappers. We're talking about extremely intellectual, extremely intelligent hip hop artists. Ooh! I can't wait. Shouts out to Dave Chappelle. Shouts out to Mos.
I can't wait to hear that too. I said, but we'll see. Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. I'm not expecting it to be like a Joe Budden podcast or a Joe Rogan Experience. It's just gonna be three homies smoking a joint, literally talking about how shitty the world is today. Watch. Watch. And we're talking about on all walks of life. They are not going to spare anyone. They ain't gonna spare not a damn soul. Watch. Oh man, shouts out to Dave, man. Shouts out to Dave. Oh my God. Is that it?
Yeah, with that rounds out the weekly 6.
Holy
Which
shit.
turned out to be the weekly 12 this time, but we hit most of the topics.
Well,
I would think.
we covered 6 topics. You got your anime and your cartoons, that's 1. You got your comics and your manga, that's 2, right? Right?
Sort of. Yeah, I guess you can stretch it.
You got your film and your TV, which is together. That's 3, right? Then we got video games. We got social topics. And then, of course, music. So, the weekly 6.
There we go.
Yeah, man. But yeah, there was too much to talk about. But let's get into this. Yes, let's get into this motherfucking episode. Now I can curse a little more. What up, everybody? It's the Otaku MC, the Shogun, the rap games, Akira, Lord Champa himself, Mari Champru, and welcome to the Lord Champa Show. T-Money, what episode is this, my guy?
46.
My nigga, episode 46. Everybody clap it up for T-Money.
Yay!
He got it. Normally he only gets it when we're in, when we're recording, we're all together. And he actually got it, my nigga. It's true. Last week you didn't get it right, nigga. The fuck?
I just bought Zoids too.
You said Zoids?
No, I just bought Zoids. Yeah, the game for Switch.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you gotta tell me about that. I hope they released the one that came out somewhere last year.
It was on sale for like $19. So
okay. Episode number 46 of the Lord Champa Show. This is the only place where you can get your video games, music, anime, cosplay. Well, we really don't talk much about cosplay because there ain't much to talk about cosplay. Social topics, all that good stuff. A little lewdness in there, but we've actually been straying away from the lewdness because the world sucks and it's been extremely somber.
Terrible.
Yeah. Fucking.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about it. It's just talking about it sometimes.
Yeah.
Does not work for corporate things.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
You know how they want to block people every minute you say something. So
yeah, you say words like OnlyFans or Pornhub. Yeah.
But there ain't nothing wrong with talking about lewdness.
No. Lewd. Anywho's, I'm here with my favorite people in the whole wide motherfucking world besides my daughter. My co-hosts. Say what's up to the people. Mio, mute yourself and say hi as well. Say hi to the people. Everybody. We can't hear
Hi,
you.
people.
Hi.
Yes,
How you
yes.
doing, people? Yo,
Hi.
Yes. Don't worry, guys. We'll be back in effect in a couple of more weeks. We're just taking precautions. Everybody's getting shot up. We're all trying to be X-Men. We're trying to be the Fantastic Four. So, just give us time. Okay? Everybody say what's up. T-Money, say what's up to the people, Bray.
what's going on, guys?
Let the people know where they can
Yeah,
find
what's
you
going
at.
on?
Your social stuff.
My Twitter at tmoneybreezy and my Instagram tmoney_z_dollars.
Yes, and then we have the beautiful Happy Bun here as well. Bunny B, talk to the people and let them know where they can find you at as well.
Hi guys. So been in school, so I'm trying to get my shit together. But if you want to catch me on the internet, I am Happy Bun on Instagram, and I'm Happy Buns with an S on Twitter. So go check it out.
And finally, before the greatness speaks, we're gonna let Miss Queen Mio speak about what's up and where you can find her at. Mio-chan, do you think?
I'm just okay. Hi everybody. My name is Mia Salicious. I'm just trying to be a VTuber this year and wish me luck. I do a little bit of everything. I play music, I make music, and I draw. Boom. Follow me on IG, SoundCloud, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch at IAMMILSOUL.
Yes, and you guys know where you can find me at. Everything is at Malik Champloo, MalikChamploo. Man, I am exhausted. I've been fully focused on reopening Weeboids in 2022, revising a lot of things to work with the whole COVID conditions now. And T Money and I on 420, we were looking at a couple of spots. A lot of stores have shut down, man. The city, the city is really bad. But
Chinatown is not looking the same as it used to.
Yeah, Chinatown, 14th Street, LES, everything like that. It's kind of deserted, kinda. So, like, if you're a business owner, if you have the right business plan, you have the right vision and focus, location, go out there and look for some spots because they're out there. They are out there, and that's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on that, man. But I'm ready to pod.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm ready to pod, ready to get it
out.
in. Who, me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it seems like it's just something just for. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to pod. So,
yeah, I can hear you.
Let's get Tristan. You high as shit. Stop smoking, bruh. Anyways,
I don't know what you're talking about.
This nigga is high as fuck. That's what the fuck is going on, man. High ass mother. What's the first topic we got? Because I have to open up my my Discord. So,
you want to start with social? You want to start with music, or you want to start with anime or gaming?
Okay.
Shall we start with something light first?
We literally had 45 minutes of light. Let's get the shitty shit over with.
So you wanna like? I was thinking you wanna continue with it and then like build up to it, or you wanna sandwich it between everything?
Nah, me personally, I hate when we save the bad shit for last and then we're closing out on a bad note. So I will monitor how much energy we put into these topics right here. How about that?
I mean, they're pretty heavy topics.
They are heavy. They're extremely heavy. But we also, as content creators and hosts with a time constraint, we need to learn how to just be in sync and get past topics and stuff like that.
Yeah, my only concern would be not to give them the justice that they deserve when we talk about these things.
Yeah.
Because these topics, like in my opinion, when we talk about social stuff, like what we're about to talk about, it's not like a bullet point just to move on. It's
not at all.
Conversation. So
it's heavy. And yeah. Like I said, I have to open up Discord and go through. So let's just start. Bunny B, what's the first topic?
So the first one is that we finally got a verdict in the George Floyd case against Chauvin.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is guilty on all fucking charges.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a win, but it's still not going to change things. Because the bad thing is, as soon as he got convicted, there was news of other people that were murdered by cops on the same day. So
exactly, there were more shootings.
So it's like,
oh, T, that explains so why. Also, remember when we were out and that whole area was like shut down. That whole area where the police station was at, because we were passing through Chinatown. We went to the arcade, and then we hit the Elizabeth Mall. We live in New York City for everybody out there that's not from New York watching this. And
did you hit the arcade?
Yeah, we went to the arcade. It sucks there, of course, but we started walking down Elizabeth Street, and they had it barricaded off. I guess they were thinking that people would want to protest outside if, you know, the verdict was bad, I think. Because it was just it was real iffy.
I was going to say, it already shows how little faith. I was going to say, it just shows how little faith that people believe accountability was actually going to happen.
Yeah. And a lot of people said that too. A lot of people were everyone felt finally some like
we were it was the bare fucking, like, can we just be real? Like, this was the bare fucking minimum.
Yes.
Like, this is why I feel like
one of millions finally. One of fucking millions. You guys have killed, arrested, beaten, even raped. I can't say, I have to bleep that out, but it's the truth. When these officers get some sort of power, you know, they do heinous. They commit crimes against humanity.
I mean, just in the past, I was gonna say, just in the past month, like what we had, it's not on here, but we had,
oh my God,
we had Adam Toledo. Yeah, we had another young woman who was not a teenage girl was fucking shot. All right, by a cop.
I saw that.
Let me not. I was like, a teenage girl got fucking shot. Adam Toledo is 13 years old. He fucking got shot. And then in the time since George Floyd, we've had Duante Wright happened this month. Jacob Black happened last year. But, like, people are still getting gunned down by the police. So this is not... This fight isn't over. This is just... Like, this was what was necessary in what happened to George Floyd. Which...
It was just the beginning.
It's just... I don't know.
And I actually messed up. I put... Dante Wright and Jacob Blake next to the next topic when it should have been on the first one with George. My apologies.
Yeah. Well, that's what I figured. That's why I switched it.
Yeah, disgusting, dude. Like, keep applying pressure, everybody out there. Same thing. When we like know, you know, injustice is happening. Keep going. Just keep going. Last year was an eye-opener. Now everyone is starting to see that, you know, we're not going to take this bullshit anymore. And if y'all keep fucking us over, we're going to keep fucking shit up. We're going to keep fucking with y'all. You feel me? So on top of, you know, us getting justice, unfortunately, for people that are already dead or in jail or that have, you know, suffered from the hands of people in power, how about you guys... you know, start training these fucking officers the right way. That woman, that officer that shot, what she said, her taser's on her left, her yellow taser.
She said she mistook her taser.
Bullshit. She knew it was a gun.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've been on that force too long, not know where it taser. You can see in the video she was clearly pointing a gun. I'm gonna tase you, but you have a gun in your hand. Come the fuck on. You're not unless you want some type of drugs. You not no excuse to be like you did it. You overreacted and killed the man. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's just to see him get convicted. I just wanted to see his whole face though when he got convicted.
It was
like,
it was a
they had
it was a lady. It was a lady. It wasn't a dude. It was a lady. She's You know, I'm speaking about
two different things. I think he was talking about Chauvin, and you're talking about the officer.
Yeah, I'm speaking about the officer that was on the force for like 30 years. It was a lady. That's the one I'm speaking about. I don't know her name, and I don't know which There's been too many fucking shootings in the past less than 2 weeks, dude. So many. Yeah. Like, my head is killing me just thinking about it. But the one I was speaking about, because I'm veering into the turnaround, it's unfortunate all around. So this officer, I forgot her name. I don't know her name. And I'm trying not to be mean. You know, she pulled the gun out, shot the young man, said she was reaching for her taser. Her taser's to the left, but she pulled from her right, her dominant hand, killed the kid. Right? The turnaround, they automatically threw her in jail. She's locked up. I'm so glad that that's happened, but the fact that these cops are still out here doing shit like that with quote unquote 30 plus years on the force, a decorated officer, and all of these accolades. You know? You guys still there? Okay, cool. Just had to check. We did. Yeah, all these she got all these accolades for being a prized officer, but doesn't know that. Come on, like we know, doesn't know the difference. Yeah, come on. You know, you give somebody some power, they don't know how to act. And another thing that comes into play is fear. Right? I'm gonna pass this off to you guys because I know you guys want to chime in. I just want to say this: fear is a motherfucker, because there are situations. Black, white, it don't fucking matter. Let's get that right. Someone that is aggressive as hell, that's in the streets, and you're an officer, you know, you are trained to defuse the situations with your pepper spray, your tasers, right? If you see someone reaching for the hip, you could easily tase them. You could easily pepper spray them. There are two alternatives opposed to lethally shoot, like killing someone, fatally shooting someone in the chest or aiming for their fucking heads.
I think what it is too is that, like I said, is that they get fear in that moment. Like, oh, if you pull out a gun, first of all, if I feel like this, if you got 4 cops, 20 cops around, right? Whether I pull out a gun or not, it shouldn't have to be afraid, because there's like 20 of you, number one. So I'm gonna get shot regardless of anybody, because one of y'all is gonna shoot me. 3 of y'all is probably gonna shoot. It's like it's no need. They be so scared, like they be so ready. It's like they'll be so scared for nothing when you got like a whole fucking squad with you against one person. Like, you don't have to kill the person.
Mind you, a lot of these Caucasian kids are running around with assault rifles, and they're making sure they're eating good. They're not attacking them. It's the same.
They get, you know, they get taken into custody alive. That's the big difference.
Yeah. They get a fair trial. Whew. My body's turning hot. I'm going to pass this off to you guys. I'm getting hot right now. Go ahead.
Well, like we said, it's a heavy topic. When you do that, I'm like, do you want us to keep talking about it, or you want us to go on to the next one?
Yeah, I'm a professional, baby. It's just I'm getting hot because I'm trying not to blow up. Because I have my views, but I also know and realize I have a platform. So I'm trying to be extremely respectful for the human life. That's all I gotta say. Because these cops are lucky. Believe it or not. They are very lucky that we aren't doing what they want us to do, which is attack.
Start a war.
You feel me? Yeah. They're very lucky. Because then that's just ammunition for them to, you know, do what they want. Not understanding the ruthlessness of black, of brown as well, some Hispanic people in America, they have no idea. You know, you got these guys on IG showing off all their weapons and stuff like that. They have no idea. That's all I gotta say. And I'm trying to be, like I said, trying to keep a cool head, man. These cops are lucky, man. And these Proud Boys, all these motherfuckers, they are very lucky.
I don't think it's a matter of luck. I think it's more of like trying to figure out what's the best way that we can affect the situation. Right, because like that's what Black Lives Matter is. This is what Stop Asian Hate in the wake of what's been happening with Asian crimes against Asian people. It's like, notice like our personal struggles, right? Just our struggles aren't the same, but there's struggles nonetheless. Of like, I also feel like it's important to differentiate like Black Lives Matter, like Stop Asian Hate, because like there's racism everywhere, but we experience racism in different ways. Yes, it's because of the color of our skin and how we look, but it's also how we're treated differently based on what race we're perceived as, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, like that goes into topic number 2 with the Filipino woman.
Yes.
Well, they didn't release the name.
Hold on, Bun, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Before we even get into that, and I apologize because you're going to definitely be leading things on this next topic. But going into Black Lives Matter, I just want to state this. To the woman, see, I'm trying not to be mean, but one of the organizers that was collecting, I know you guys heard this.
Yeah.
One of the organizers that was collecting all of that money for Black Lives Matter, you know, they could have put all of that into getting out protesters and stuff like that. This lady was buying property. Whew. With all that money and flipping that property. Disgusting.
Yeah, she tried to defend it too, I think.
Disgusting.
That's why I said everybody's a liberator until it comes down to really who's helping the brothers. Ain't nobody. And that's why I said, that's why like, I be watching platforms where people be talking about, oh, how Black Lives Matter, like it's bullshit. And it's like, I feel how some people feel like that, because shit like this happens. It's like, y'all really have all this bread and you're really going to help a lot of people.
Oh,
y'all really in it to help you?
Clear your throat.
Are you really in it to help people, or you're just in it to make the money? And it proves the question there. That's why it's like, I see why a lot of people don't believe in Black Lives Matter, the organization. It's understandable.
I think that's a good point, where it's just when it's one of those things where it's a movement and an organization, but you don't have to follow the organization itself when there's so many others out there that you can support to get people out of jail, to help, because bail is still a thing, to help pay off bonds, to help like grassroots movements, to get food on people's tables and whatnot, get lawyers if they need it and whatnot.
Support your neighborhood. Support your neighborhood. T, we talked about this too, and we're going to, Bun, you can go on to the next topic. We talked about this. OGs, you know, people our ages, we're so focused on going out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. I used to do that back in the day, when in reality, we need to be focusing and worrying about our hood and the people within our hood, the neighborhoods we are, you know, like that we are in all the time. You know, we see people, these young kids all the fucking time, and we should be speaking to them, making sure they're doing good, making sure they're getting home on time, and putting back, and it may sound cheesy as fuck, but honestly it's not, because we don't believe in like a Black Lives Matter. Okay, cool, but then do something for your community. The smallest thing could help out, you know. And it's not even like giving money or, nah man, Not even that. Just do something for your community to make sure everybody in the community is safe, to keep these cops out of the community, to keep these unfortunate bad people, not just white, but the bad people out as well. You know? But don't get hurt in the process. Ms. Bun Bun.
I would say that's a loaded statement, though, right? Because
it's hard. Yeah, that's
because we don't. But, I mean, but that's the same thing too. It's like it's shitty, and I don't want to say the teenage girl's name, but like we talked about like self-defense and whatnot. Yeah. That teenage girl, she got shot because she had a knife. But that's what she learned. That's what I learned. Carry a weapon with you if you feel like someone is going to attack you. I grew up with that in New York City, right? She, for whatever the reason is, they're saying, oh, she had a knife, so they shot her. What the fuck is that? Like, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. So
this is why nobody trusts the police. Cause it's like, why would I trust the police? And it's like, why would I trust y'all? And you're the first person to kill. Like I said, she was being bullied because that.
Well, it really is. It's like I'm supposed to protect myself and have things to protect myself, but having that, especially as a woman of color, makes me more susceptible to getting shot by the police. Or like if someone's trying to help me, but they're seen as aggressor because they're seen as being aggressive, they're more likely to get shot by the police. Like there's no win-win here, right? Not. So saying to support each other and not get hurt in the process, a lot of times this is why I like talking about this, because it's like there's no correct way to do fucking anything, and there's no right way to protect ourselves. Are you ready for it?
So check it. I grew up in the projects, right? I grew up in the projects where the gangsters, the OGs, the thugs, quote unquote, ran things. I'm not talking about Simple Bob just walking around. I'm not talking about people like that. Because remember, I keep telling you, I'm speaking to and for a certain demographic. And yes, that situation right there. Where was that? Like, where was that exactly? Because at the end of the day, yes, it was in another state. No, I'm talking about like was it in like the hood and shit like that? And I'm not so much. And this is why I hate when Bun Bun talks. Because when I say certain things, I'm being very vague, and I want you to pinpoint.
I do,
and know and
this is also why I challenge you, because like you're being so vague, but like a lot of times it's like I think you just got to be specific.
No, I can't be specific because you and I come from two completely different places and walks of life. You understand what I mean? So when I see a situation like this, I don't know if this was in the hood or not with the two young ladies, unfortunately, and were the cops passing by, sure. And if it was in the hood, you already know the niggas is out there with the pieces and the blicks. And I'm speaking to these motherfuckers like that. Yeah. That if this was in the hood are watching this shit. Right? So now the cops are going to come and intervene. And that's when everybody wants to run. That's when everybody wants to not yell and say, oh, stab her, get her. Right? But these two girls are still tussling. Right? And then the cop comes and unfortunately defuses the situation. Meanwhile, you got Jimmy, Claude, whoever got pistols on them. The motherfuckers that know the shit, but they're actually instigating the situation. Two completely different walks of life, Bun Bun. And I'm, like I said, with each topic and each specific instance, I'm like, what the fuck was happening? At the end of the day, that cop should not have fucking shot that young woman, because like I said, there were kids walking around with motherfucking assault rifles. Just finished shooting 3 people. And he's A-okay. But you see a black person with a knife and you fatally shoot her. Get the fuck out of here, police. Now, hood niggas, if this was in the hood, I'm not talking about someone that doesn't know how to defuse the situation. I'm talking about the niggas that know how to defuse the situation, but instead they're instigating. This is why I say I'm being vague.
Well, that's also why I think you should be specific, because we're talking about two different people of two different demographics that we're talking to. Because they may not be the same, but like I talk to people who, honestly, I'm talking from my experience and you're talking from your experience. There's no right or wrong there, but it's also like if you want to, like, and you needing to speak to that, that's fair. And me speaking to my thing, that's fair. You know? Right? So don't say that you hate when I talk, because you just hate that I challenge you so that you say things specifically.
No, I love challenging. It's just that, once again, we're in 30 minutes on a topic, and we shouldn't, because we still got other things to talk about. And that's why I said...
maybe we should split it up.
No, we can't and should not do that, because that's going to be too much. It's going to be extremely convoluted. See, and that's what I mean by that. I need you guys to comprehend and understand where things are going, how certain structures are going. I can't go in depth with certain things. When I'm speaking to, or even when you're speaking to a certain type of person or certain peoples, they know and understand where you're coming from. You understand? Like,
okay.
Let's say, like, Lil Nas X topic. I can't really speak on things like that because I don't listen to his music. So, and I'm
but you can, but on that note, like, if anything, it's like you can talk about, like, the societal impact that's been going on and how you see it from your point of view in terms of, like, where you come in from the hood and how you see how homosexuality is affecting, like, the perception of homosexuality is affected by people who are in the hood and who have grown with, like, hating homosexuals and accepting homosexuals and things like that. That's a separate topic.
Yeah.
Connection with that.
That's a separate topic.
Yeah. But, like, what I was talking about,
yeah, same thing. What I was saying,
what I was talking about with this and leading into the woman with, and talking about, this young woman who got shot, and then talking about the woman, who was attacked, right? It's like, I focusing, like, solely, in my point of view was solely focusing on the police. Like, this is not an excuse for more policing. Exactly. Like, none of this is an excuse for more policing. So while we have Shalvan, he's gonna get he's convicted, he's going to jail, good for that. What about everybody else? Right? Good, this woman who shot who mistook her taser for a gun, like, good, she's going to jail. How about the others, right? And like, the dichotomy in talking about, like, Black Lives Matter with Stop Asian Hate is that for reasons that are understandably based on culture, which is just like, but also in terms of, like, in my opinion, it's scapegoating. Because to say that, oh, with Stop Asian Hate, this is terrible, this is racist, we need more police. No, none of that. That is not what's happening, right? So, like, if anything, these are cases to show why we don't need more police. We need more fucking knowledge out there. We need more supports for people to better support themselves, better protect themselves. Because no, we don't want more police. We want more community resources for this type of shit.
There you go.
Right? And that's what I was trying to be concise about.
Now, and that's what I meant by the people in the neighborhoods need to focus and worry about the people in their neighborhoods. That's exactly what I meant. My ninjas out there, the black folk out there, the OGs, the older people, anyone like that, focus on making sure your neighborhood is good. You know why? Because if it's not good, more policing. We don't want that. You don't want that, right? We know what happens when there's more fucking policing. Remember, I lived 2 blocks away from Dumbo. Right? Yeah. And they were circling the perimeter to make sure the niggas don't go on that side. And the cops would literally only follow the niggas when they went from one side to the other side.
Yeah, that's a fact. They don't really follow nobody else. They just follow the black people wherever there's a crowd. Like,
ridiculous. But, Bunny, next topic, man, because we didn't tackle this. And this has been around for a few weeks now.
You're talking about Bad Bunny?
No.
Not Bad Bunny. So Bad Baddie. That's the next one.
Yeah.
Catch Me Outside Girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Catch Me Outside Girl. She goes by Bad Baddie. She has her rap career.
No.
That's the next one.
Not bad, but well, we didn't really finish about the whole situation.
I did. That was my point. Okay. That was my point.
Okay. Nothing. Well, Mia was on mute. I don't think she has anything to say on that topic necessarily.
No, I'm still here, but
Yeah, I know.
keep going.
You,
It's just the topic is so heavy. It's
yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I will speak. No, and I got something to say.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Bad. Oh, not bad. Yeah, not Bad Bunny.
Sorry, Bad Baddie.
Bad
That's what she
Bob
put.
Baby. There we go. That's her name. Bad Baby. Bob Baby. Bad
Slap
Baby.
baby. You don't even know how to say it.
No, she spells it BHAD
Yeah.
BHABY. I don't fucking know. Y'all are sick, man. That's all I gotta fucking say. This girl literally just turned 18. Congratulations to her, first of all, for turning 18. For her outing a bad. This is the shit people don't talk about.
She's been outspoken. That's I think that's the difference though, is that like because people didn't take her seriously, she's been, since she was on the show, she's been bad mouthing him and saying that like he's not real, he didn't really help me, all of this stuff.
Yes.
She's like, it's not my fault that I used my time in the spotlight for my personal reasons because he was doing the same thing. And he's not a licensed psychiatrist. He is not. So like, I'm not a Dr. Phil fan.
Kudos,
so
kudos to her for outing him, outing the ranch, like that facility, that location or whatever the fuck they sent her. Kudos to her. I personally do not like this young woman at all. Y'all see her personality. It is what it is, right? But I give credit where credit is due, because there's a lot of facilities out there that harm kids when they go to these places. You have all of these Dr. Phils and all these fucking. I could go back. I'm thinking of like Montel Williams and Sally, like these people that are giving advice and trying to, do all like trying to, I don't know, trying to quote unquote help, but are kind of making situations worse. But yeah, so she hit 18 and made $1 million on OnlyFans. Y'all niggas is nasty. Once we get to that point right there, I ain't got shit else to say. Y'all niggas is nasty. Y'all know why y'all nasty. That means y'all been eyeing this girl since she was what? Cause I remember she was on TV when she was what, 13, 14?
Yeah, she was a young teenager. Can't remember exactly what age.
She was hanging out with you rappers when she was 15. Tyga, you nasty fuck.
Wow. You said Tiger.
What? When she started doing her rap thing, quote unquote, she was around Tyga. I never forget that. Everybody's like, wait, Tyga, you're almost 30. This is years ago. You're almost 30. She's only 14, 15 years old. And we talking about in the club. We talking about smoking, drinking.
That's crazy. Didn't know Tiger was doing that.
And who knows who else? I think Kodak nasty ass too, if I'm not mistaken. Nasty motherfuckers. Disgusting. And then all y'all other people too. Cause I ain't knocking her for getting her bread. No, it's knowing a majority of that money came from people that have been stalking her for years. Disgusting.
Says a lot of commentary on the buyers,
Disgusting.
Mm.
And I don't even know if her content is the type of content people were looking for. And I hope it's not. And I hope she just milked y'all niggas.
No, see, I don't want to go down that for personal reasons. Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Your homegirl. What's her name?
Don't say that. No,
Yeah.
not my homegirl. Nobody's homegirl. Because if she pulled a Bella Thorne, that's also more problems. I have issues with Bad Baddie in general. Like, good for her for making her bag, but couldn't she have done her bag somewhere else? Because again, this is like another well-known person coming on the platform where people are trying to make ends meet. So great, she made a ton of money. And again, remember, OnlyFans takes 20% of that. So she made OnlyFans a lot of money on that. I don't know what the scope of her content either. I do hear it's what people are paying for, what they hope to see on there. It is what that is. She's an adult. She can make that choice. She's 18.
Yes, y'all niggas.
She can make. I would say she can make that choice. Again, I'm right. It doesn't make a lot of commentary. I'm like, yeah, she's an adult. She's 18, but what does that mean anymore in the world that we live in? I think that's a big conversation for maybe a later time. But my problem with that, like separating from that, my problem with Bad Baddie is just like, in my eyes, this is just another fucking celebrity coming on a platform where she doesn't need to be. Like, she can make her money, but like, did it have to be on? Oh,
yeah, go to Cam Soda or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even a safe site, so sorry, but
or Patreon or something like that.
Even Patreon, they're not letting people. They're cracking down on that. My thing is that she makes money, so I'm just like, this is one of those things where, in terms of like where she is financially, she makes a ton of money. So I'm glad she found a venture for herself. But like, did it have to be this venture specifically? Like, did she need to do it, or something she wanted to do, and why did she want to do it? I don't know. I haven't delved into it. On the surface, all I care about is the fact this is another fucking well-known internet personality celebrity coming onto a platform she doesn't have a business being in, taking money away from people who fucking need it. So,
would you be mad if Meg the Stallion had an OnlyFans?
I was upset when Cardi B had one, and not because of Cardi B, but listen, no, but like also she is a multi-millionaire, right? From her different ventures, not just music, right? She's a businesswoman. Tyga has an OnlyFans. Why? All the celebrities, you have your revenue stream, right? It's just like, oh, but we're supporting sex workers by doing these types of things. Cool. Put actual sex workers at the forefront. You know? In my opinion, if you reach a certain threshold, why are you on a site where people are just trying to make ends meet? That is the conversation I would like to have. It's a very long conversation, but that's why I'm like, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. And that's just aside from her blackfishing, but you know, that's aside from that.
I saw a fucking ad for OnlyFans on, because I reactivated my Facebook for promotional purposes and shit like that. But you know, the ads pop up every 4 or 5 posts. So an OnlyFans ad popped up for fitness. Everybody that commented on that was like, "Nigga, please, you better."
Well, okay. So like, but that is a misconception, which is that like OnlyFans is only meant for porn. People use it for the porn that they make because it's the only site. It is the safest site right now.
Yes.
And it's not that safe. I'm being honest with you. I'm being real. It's not the safest. You can still get your shit ripped. You can still get it put up on those free like porn sites. Girls' vids, photos and shit get leaked all the time, whether they're careful or not. So that's still a thing people have to worry about. But OnlyFans is a site where you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's just the safest site for people to do their porn. And it's like, it's not our fault it's synonymous with porn because, you know, Patreon, you used to be synonymous with porn. You used to be. But now you're making it unsafe for people to use it to connect with their fans in that way. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Jokes aside, how about you make a better site for us if people are mad?
Yeah.
Someone? No? Yeah? What?
Hey, I don't know. I don't do that. So, but because I told my boy Dutch on NWO, go check out that NWO New We Border. And I was like, people are gonna be mad at me for what I'm gonna say, but I kept it honest. I was like, I feel that sex work should be legal, right? Not because I'm going to use the services. I've never been to a strip club. I don't ever want to go to a strip club. I've never purchased a prostitute. I don't ever want to purchase a prostitute. That's not my lane. But I feel like sex work.
Have you subscribed to an OnlyFans?
Yeah, and then I talked about that. 3 OnlyFans.
And I want to say, just being honest, and then you've partaken in sex work.
Yes.
Did you come to visit me? Did you come to visit me at Lucky's?
Yes, of course. So
and then you partaken in sex work.
So allow me to continue, because I stated all of that. I even spoke about you as well in this episode of NWO.
Yay!
It should be legal due to the fact that there are friends that I know, not just you, that are on the deep end of sex work. And then those that are on the borderline of modeling and sex work, which is you. And 2 other people I know as well that are burlesque. Well, I know 2 people that do burlesque. And then I know women that do full-blown porn. Full-blown porn. Okay?
It's all sex work, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're right, it's all sex work. Like, no matter what level you're in, and it's all technically sex work.
Right? But there are levels to it. But the topic we were speaking about was OnlyFans. And I was like, I'm glad it's here because it allows women to do what they want, and it's the safest for them. It's quote unquote the safest. They're making their money off of that. I'm glad, and I feel like they should make it legal, because it would regulate things a little more. If you don't like it, you don't have to partake in it. But along with things getting legal, of course, that would also mean porn sites. Like, I remember months ago, like 2 months ago, they started, and this is a good thing, they started removing unverified pornography from Pornhub, which is cool, because people do put out, what's that called? Not shame porn, revenge porn. You know, couples, having sex, and then they break up, and then the boyfriend or the girlfriend puts that on there so the world could see. A lot of that's being taken down. The Millennium Copyright Act is hitting a lot of these people that are posting, meaning, yes, there's Reddit and all these various forums where people post and trade, blah, blah, blah. And they're cracking down on that with the Millennium Digital Copyright Act. So they're adding, copywritten pictures and videos and, of course, audio. Well, not necessarily audio when it comes to pornography, into that act. So they're able to kind of regulate it. Even on major sites, like I said, like Pornhub. So you have to be verified to upload something. And if somebody does report your shit's coming down, your channel's coming down, because now, you're fucking up. So the ecosystem when it comes to that is kind of getting cleaned up. Like I said, when it comes to the levels that I partake in, which is pornography, and like I said, I just feel like it should be legal, because people on the far end of the spectrum, you feel me, they can go to a place, get hired there. We know what they call those places. I don't want to say the B word. Let's call it a ranch. How about that?
Yeah, let's
legalize a ranch. You know what I'm talking about. To where, things can be monitored properly.
It's like, this is a tough conversation. Yeah. I feel that we should just move on from it soon, only because it's very nuanced and whatnot. Yeah. But you talking, like, I'm gonna say the word because that's the word that you're fucking talking about. Prostitution is one part of what sex work is, and you went through a whole list of like what other areas of sex work is. Mm-hmm. And I think people tend to think that no matter what you do, right? Everyone has different levels. And so, like, the unfortunate thing is, which I think needs to be talked about, is that a lot of people often assume that if you do one part of sex work, you're automatically a prostitute. So I think it's not just about legalizing sex work. It's about spreading education. Yeah, it's about spreading education about it, and also, like, destigmatize. I think the biggest thing is to destigmatize what is a part of sex work, right? Because BDSM if you're a dom, that's a part of sex work, but it doesn't mean you physically engage in a sexual act. It means you may engage in a fetish, but that doesn't mean that there's like, you know, actual like insertion into like a hole in the body, you know? Like that doesn't mean that's happening, but it's still a part of sex work. Financial domination is sex work. People get off on that. I know some findoms who like make a lot of money that way. Good for them. But like I say all of this to say like there's so many different levels so that it's one thing to say legalize sex work, but it's like what does that mean, right? And I think that's a separate conversation, like on top of destigmatizing it, because OnlyFans is legal. Doing OnlyFans is legal, right? Soliciting is not. That's what's illegal. Soliciting for sex specifically is legal. Burlesque is legal. Stripping is legal. Go-go dancing is legal. Right? Posing nude is legal. But again, people misconstrue all of that with prostitution, which is not correct.
Exactly.
Right? So I think that's a separate conversation for later. If we want to go back to like talking about like bad in this situation, I think it's just
she done. Y'all niggas is nasty. She's a teen. Yeah. I was looking at her. You sick fucks. But yeah, yeah, people hate it.
That's why.
Yeah,
you know, that's OnlyFans.
Yeah,
which is funny. I think it's funny that you saw an ad about fitness because I'm like, yeah, people do fitness. Some people do it clothed and some people do it nude.
I got a joke for you.
They're allowed to.
Because Dutch, and then we're gonna get to the next topic. So Dutch said the same exact thing that you said. So before the OnlyFans boom, everybody, when Weeboys was open in 2018, before Weeboys was open in 2018, I was looking for a place kind of like Patreon. I'm the type of person that's always looking for the next big thing because I don't like following what motherfuckers are doing. Okay? Prime example, there was an app called Fire Some Shit. It was supposed to be the next YouTube. That shit flopped. I came across OnlyFans. Right? Was anybody watching OnlyFans around 2018, early 2018? Anybody? Because I was. Yeah, that shit was same shit. It the same way it was. It's just amplified now because of COVID and Beyonce.
Yes,
too.
Everybody does.
But
Beyonce got OnlyFans too.
No. She mentioned it. She just mentioned it.
The phone.
But back then, I was keeping my eye on, like I said, various sites that, you know, that had the subscription service, and OnlyFans was one of that. But I saw the fact that a lot of porn stars, especially ex-porn stars, were on that site, a majority. It was, like I said, the way it is now is kind of what it has always been. And they're trying to clean it up now, and I don't like the fact that they're doing that now. Because they made damn near billions off of the back of sex workers. And I said that to Dutch too. I don't like that part right there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because in the next, I could see what they're trying to do. And they shouldn't be doing what they're trying to do. But yeah.
I honestly thought that OnlyFans was new, like 2020 shit.
It blew up.
Like I did not know, like it's been around like for over 2 years and shit.
Yeah, because nobody was using it. Because again, everything else was open. When everything closed down, it's like okay, no production, no. So it's like everybody was forced, or porn industry was apparently forced to do it.
So yeah, that's one of the reasons people got onto it. Yeah.
I should start an OnlyFans, like Beyonce said. Let's get on to the music. T-Money, any new music came out this week? Anybody be listening to music? Anybody?
Yeah, I have. Conway the Machine, he dropped a new album.
That shit is fire.
He got, especially Ludacris on there. I'm like, Ludacris still got bars. I was like, fire. I was like, nah, yeah, he dropped that, and then let me check my list. What's other music? Hold on for a second. I'm sorry, guys.
No problem.
I think
T-Money's our
Snoop
official.
Dogg.
Yeah, I'm just letting people know T-Money's our official music newscaster. T Money. What do we have on the music?
Snoop Dogg dropped a new Snoop Dogg dropped a project. Yeah, he dropped it on 420. He dropped.
Of course he did.
Yeah, he dropped a new project on 420, and then then you got the.
I don't mean to cut you off. Yeah, I remember when Snoop said he's gonna what I think he said he was gonna stop smoking weed, and everybody was like, "Nigga, shut up, stop lying."
Yeah, and then
stop lying.
Then also it came out. Talib Kweli, he released a new album. It's called Gotham. It's with Diamond D. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know if anybody that knows who Diamond D is. You know what I mean?
Who Diamond D is? Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, but Talib, he's an old school rapper, but they did a joint album together. It's pretty fire. They got a lot of bars on there. You know what I mean? And then then you also got what else came out? Oh, a new DMX song came out.
Yes. Rest in peace to damn, that's so weird saying that.
And it's like it came out for the Godfather Harlem. It's a very good show, by the way. But the soundtrack, so it was another track that was on it called Prince Hakeem. That's a fire track too. But yeah, and then but the highlight of this week's releases is besides Snoop Dogg's project. I didn't hear Snoop Dogg's project, his full project yet, so I gotta listen to it. But I heard Conway's full project. That shit is
I got it downloaded on the phone. I heard like 2 songs. I didn't listen to the whole thing yet. I like listening to my music on Fridays when I'm outside and I'm going to pick up the little one. So I got time to just zone out and listen to my music. You guys listen to anything new? Bun, Miss Mio?
I'm still have it on the back burner because I have to wait for class is over tonight. But Porter Robinson dropped a new album, Nurture, and I'm excited for that. I love Porter.
Porter Robinson?
I love him. I love his EDM. He's a big weeb. I've seen him in the before times. I've seen him 3 times. His music videos are always dope. I think I think his recent one too. But there's at least 2 music videos that he worked with an anime studio. Pretty fucking dope. Love his music. Very uplifting. And the album's called Nurture and it's out today. I'm excited.
Yo, I got something to say about it.
Oh yeah?
Yo, I'm a huge fan of Porter Robinson.
Yay!
So, absolutely. So you said you saw him 3 times, in person?
In a concert, yeah.
Oh, concert. Okay, cool. So he's having a virtual party. He's throwing a virtual party next Saturday, and then y'all had to watch it. Y'all had to tune in.
Did you watch Secret Sky when it came out, when he had it live this past summer?
Last year?
Yeah, it was this past summer.
Absolutely.
I watch it. They have the whole recording of it, so from time to time again I'll play Secret Sky. And by the way, it's a virtual festival, which meant that it's 8 hours long of 8 different it's 8 to 10 hours long of 8 to 10 different artists, DJs, ending with Porter Robinson doing an hour set as if it was at a festival.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And also Wave Racer, there's another producer that I've been a fan of almost 5-6 years and shit, and he kind of stopped making music recently, so I was wondering what has he been up to. His name is Wave Racer. I play some of his music quite a few times, during the quick shit and shit. That's he got this a future bassy anime influence, a very very it's more cute and aggressive version of Porter Robinson, I could say. But he's really really good, and I'm so happy to see his name on the bill. So you guys definitely
We're in the scale of between Porter Robinson and Anamanaguchi, where would you say this person you're talking about is in terms of anime inspired?
He is very very anime video game influence sound he got. So you would definitely have to check him out. But the thing is he hasn't really made music recently, and I didn't even know that he DJs. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, and then also Malik, he is into a virtual reality shit too. So he just like dropped a video yesterday. It's like
Nice.
like a not a music video. He was just like his avatar. He was pretty much like showing off his new avatar or something, and then he's doing something using this app that I think you told me, Oculus.
Oculus.
No,
Oculus,
I don't know how to. Oculus, yeah. So he's pretty much like using that software, like to do some cool shit.
That's what's up.
Okay. Absolutely. You should check it out.
And you guys, any other music takes? Music?
No, that was it.
No. Me, I've been delving back, of course, into old stuff, but new stuff. I've been jamming to
Kendrick Lamar.
No, Utada's new stuff. What are you talking about? One Last Kiss for the Evangelion soundtrack. Oh my god, that's my baby. I love Utada.
I love it.
Yeah, one last kiss.
One last
is
kiss.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
Yeah, I love it.
I've been listening to a lot of Doja too, man. After she dropped that video, it's like you got to give my baby her flowers, man. I've been talking about Doja for years. Yes, I became a fan after she did the Bitch I'm a Cow. Yes.
I think you know what's funny is that like I feel maybe it's my opinion. I feel like it's like a Gen X thing because they're like, isn't she the Moo girl? I'm like, yes, and don't get it twisted. She's so much more than Moo. She is so much more than Moo.
She can out rap your favorite female MC. Your favorite. I'm not saying the best female MC. She can out rap your favorite female MC. She can probably sing or be on par with your favorite singer. She could play piano. She can play fucking guitar. That woman is multi-talented, man. Like,
I mean, she made Moo on a live. she was streaming, and then that's how she came up with Moo because she was just like vibing, and people were talking in her chat, and then she made Moo on a live.
Hilarious.
So like, yeah, so she's musically she's intelligent.
Yeah. Shouts out to Doja. And I got into a group called War Paint recently. Because right now I'm on the sample hunt, looking for the inspiration to make my music. Oh, I've been listening to the Nier Automata soundtrack as well, the OST. Jesus Christ. That shit, that revitalized me. That gave me life again. Because
it's a good soundtrack.
It's amazing. And I can't wait for Replicant's soundtrack to drop. Replicant comes out this week, everybody, because this comes out Saturday. So Replicant is out. Go definitely play that. And yeah, I always sample anime music, video games music when I make my hip hop music. When I make music, and no lie, when I was playing the game, and this is what I wanted to tell you too a couple weeks ago. When I literally
froze.
Oh, you froze. Hold on. Yeah.
Hello? Did I freeze?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, you unfroze.
Yeah, okay. When I was playing the game, I was live streaming, and when I got to Pascal's Town, that theme song right there, I stopped the stream. Like I just sat there for like a good 20 minutes, just listening to that part, just listening to that song right there. That's how much I love music, and hearing the composition on that fucking song right there. It's called Pascal from the soundtrack. I was blown the fuck away. So yeah, I've been making music again, thanks to the Nier Automata soundtrack, because it's very different, man. Chompa's back, bitch. Super facts, man. We're almost done with this episode. We could speed through a couple of things. I know you guys didn't watch The World Ends With You because you guys suck. Great anime.
Blame my professors.
Huh?
I said blame my professors.
Yeah.
Apparently everyone forgot the semester's ending in like 2.5 weeks. So I got piled with work. But tell me, how'd it go? How was the first episode?
First of all, they kept the same exact soundtrack from the game.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
So they didn't. So that was my question. Like, I thought that they were gonna like revamp or like add something to it, or like
they remixed a little bit.
Because you know what? Because like a lot of the remakes do, like they modernize the soundtrack a little bit. I was wondering if they were gonna do that, but the game soundtrack was already good.
They slightly remixed it, just slightly. And I'm listening. because there's two different versions already, now 3 of like the main menu. You know, when the game starts up, you have that one. Then you have the remix version, which is on the mobile and Switch version, and then now you have the anime version of that. It's just slight tweaks, and it sounds great. The animation is fucking amazing. I'm iffy about the pacing, because we're going on episode 3. I'm sorry, no, we're going on episode 2 this week.
What's the story? What's the story outline so far?
Oh,
are we going full game? Are we doing
full game?
Full game. So have you? Okay, so just as a comparison, because this is what I have in my mind for comparison. Yeah. Have you watched the Persona 5 anime?
No, I didn't. I just beat Persona. This morning.
So what? So you don't have to. Honestly, like, everyone has a different opinion about it. Animation is great. It's just like the game. But my worry for The World Ends With You is that it's going to be like Persona, which is just the game. It's just the game. Like, there's no nuance. Like, the animation looks good, the fighting looks good, but it's literally like you might as well just play the game.
Yes.
That's
what this is.
Okay.
That's what
All
this
right, now
Yeah. The only thing with that is Persona had anime cutscenes. This didn't really have, it's bringing the entire game to life, opposed to Persona, where they had the anime cutscenes. So, and that was dialogue heavy. Like, Persona 5 was like super dialogue. It's like the entire script of the game. Yeah, they just use that and make the anime.
That's basically what they did. Yeah.
Yeah, opposed to this, where it's just like different scenes, different scenarios, and seeing the characters actually interacting, opposed to a still, and then you would, read the dialogue and get some audio. It's kind of different. It's really cool. I'm glad it's animated. And when I say it looks fucking amazing in 4K, oh my god, it looks fucking amazing.
Where can we catch it streaming?
You guys can catch this on Crunchyroll and on Hulu. I was happy. Because y'all know how I am with my Hulu. I love my Hulu, baby.
Crunchyroll's been doing good, like, with their connects, because they're also part of HBO Max and Hulu, right? Yeah. They have connect. They don't have their entire library, but I know Crunchyroll is connected with HBO Max and with Hulu.
Yes.
So, like...
And purchased by Sony. Sony bought Crunchyroll a couple of weeks ago. Well, I think that actually fell through, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me check.
Yeah,
I thought that fell through. Yeah, let me check real quick, because I thought that deal fell through, but...
Yeah, I heard recently it didn't go through.
Let me check.
Oh, fuck. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This Zoids game is kind of cool.
What, The World Ends With You? Oh, the Zoids game.
No, this shit's kind of lit.
You can upgrade your Liger and shit.
It's a fighting game.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, you can fully customize your Zoid.
Yeah, you gotta unlock everything. You gotta do certain missions. You unlock certain characters.
That's lit.
That have certain Zoids.
That's lit.
Well, I gotta do. We'll put a pin on it. I gotta do more research.
Yeah.
Because Funimation, I remember, bought out Crunchyroll, and I think Sony owns so, like, I have to do more research. So let's put a pin on that. We'll put a pin on that.
T Money's been fiending to talk about this right here.
What happened?
Godzilla review.
Okay.
I watched
finally.
it.
Yes.
Okay, finally you watched it. Mio, did you finally watch Godzilla?
Just first 20 minutes.
Oh God.
Please kill me.
Go back on mute.
I've been so busy.
Let the kaiju talk. I'm fucking with you, Mio.
I know. I didn't even get to the fight scene.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Godzilla.
Oh yeah, because the first 20. Listen, I feel like this whole movie was so misleading. Because let's be real, who was... Because, like, they're, like, setting up this whole thing, like, who will win? And it's just, like, who will win? And I was just like, that's okay, but that's not what happened in the ending. So like, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I
Let's not forget.
They work together. We'll give him props. If it wasn't for King Kong, Godzilla would have been coached by Mecha Godzilla.
Well, listen, if Kong didn't come out with his fucking Godzilla axe, like Godzilla would have been done for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it still doesn't erase the fact that he violated Kong first, so he beat Kong.
Godzilla put the beats on King Kong. Boy, I was
he
tight.
stomped on his chest. Nigga was like, I'm like, yo, bro.
I was a bad. Let me tell y'all something. I was a bad parent, so I couldn't wait because I had Harmony that weekend. She was on vacation for Easter, right?
Oh, nice.
So I had her that entire week, and because I was supposed to have a watch party at the house that week, so I was like, guys, I got to cancel because the kid's here. I don't play around when she's here. You feel me? So I had to wait a couple of days to watch it. And T is like, nigga, did you watch it yet? I said, nah. So it was like Friday. I said, fuck it. I'm going to be a bad parent. We're going to watch Godzilla. I put it on. Harmony goes, oh, that's Godzilla. I love him. I said, what? She's like, yeah. I watched King Kong, Godzilla with my mama. I was like, wow. So we're sitting here watching Kong versus Zilla. And I was hype as hell. My kid and I, we super bonded over some kaiju, my nigga. That shit was hilarious. I was in here screaming and yelling, beating on my chest like an ape. It was so fucking hilarious, man. It was crazy. And my daughter started crying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which part?
Wow.
For which part?
At the ending, I was like, what happened? Were you scared? She said, no, it was such a beautiful movie.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, shit, listen, that's how you know your daughter got taste, because, listen, Kong had his life at the end. That...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that was, I thought, like, in terms of, like, such a like with a movie like this, I was like, they really fucking bookended this movie in like such a nice way. Mm-hmm. He went from being a prisoner to a fucking lord of his world, and I'm like, yes.
He went back home, baby.
He wanted to be like the true king of the jungle.
He couldn't rule over the city. He couldn't rule over Godzilla, so it was over.
Bruh.
But that's not the point.
He could have chopped.
That is the point.
He could have. Let me tell you something, right? Alright, T-Money.
They're from two different worlds. They're star-crossed, not lovers. They're star-crossed friends who are not supposed to meet.
Fuck that shit. Let me tell you something, Tristan. If it wasn't for King Kong. Remember, Kong was about to go in and start chopping everybody up. But little girl said, no, go help him. Help him. My nigga Kong was about to go in there and cut that nigga fucking whole head off. Rah! But he said,
yeah, he would have died by Mega.
He could have axed up Mega too. He was gonna double axe.
He wasn't able to axe up Mega without Godzilla's fire breath. We all saw that they needed each other. That's what nobody's saying.
Fuck out of here. Kong don't need
himself. He would have died.
Nobody.
The original Godzilla.
Again, this is why I was like, the verses is so misleading. The verses, in reality, there's like this movie was touted as a freaking versus like a fight off, and I was like, this is a movie about friendship. How dare they?
Nah, they.
It's a bait and switch.
They still don't fuck with each other. Yo, I like that ending though.
They just have mutual respect.
Yeah, I like that ending.
For the last
time. Kong went back, picked up the axe, and Zilla turned around like, nigga, I will beat your ass again. Don't fuck with me. And Kong was like, he was like, all right. It was a fun movie. He
was like, nah, nigga, don't even. Because that's what I'm saying. But I knew Godzilla was going to beat King Kong because Godzilla been fighting. You got to realize he just got off a battle of killing King Ghidorah. Kong been kind of quiet. So he wasn't really doing that much battling.
Kong was locked up.
Kong was also locked up in that cell.
Locked up, exactly, for years.
He was locked up. Yeah, and then, like, I guess with the backstory, I think what the backstory they're trying to say is that, like, he's the last of his kind. Mm-hmm. Like, they've been battling with Godzilla's kind for how long? Mm-hmm. They lost, they won. who know? And it's just like Godzilla's. They're both obviously the last of their kind because based on the world that they come from in the middle of the earth, it shows like they're supposed to be more of them, but they're like the only two. So
I think what it is. I think like they did the Godzilla verse because they did that too one time. I think the other Godzillas were like his past ancestors or some shit. Like that's the way it could be too, and like all the other past. That's what they mean. Like it's probably like this is our King Kong time, so they're probably doing it for like the new millennium. But the other Godzilla, so they're probably talking about there probably was other Godzillas in the past, so they're trying to make it like that. But it was always like because one battle, Kong did beat Godzilla one time, I think, in one battle he did beat him, and then Godzilla came back and beat him. But it was always a back and forth between those two. That's why we.
I mean, in the ancestry,
he never.
I mean, like in terms of the lore of this movie, I'm like Kong. At least in his family history, they must have won once for them to make the axe, you know?
Yeah.
To get the scale of Godzilla, I mean, like, they must have won at least once.
Yeah.
For that. A good movie.
It was good. Yeah, it was a good film. It was a good film. If you haven't watched it yet, please go watch it. As well as because we're recording this a day before it comes out, Mortal Kombat releases tomorrow. Well, yesterday, if you're watching this or listening to this on Saturday. I can't wait. That's all I gotta say. HBO Max is killing it. That's all I've been on. HBO Max.
And the movie theaters are still closed in Manhattan, so there's no way to get movies. So HBO Max is definitely streaming.
I thought they opened it. So
yeah, like there's limited seats.
Nah.
Yeah. Theaters, no. Yeah, in the city, there are limited seats open. You just have to get them in advance.
Nah, I went to Union Square. That shit looked dead. Yesterday we was on Union Square. It looked closed.
Good. No, it may be dead, but like you can get tickets for seats now.
Oh.
But you have to do like the advance. Do it all.
You have to do
the
advance.
But it like nobody was in there.
Yeah. There's no. You can't just walk up. Yeah, that's the difference, Tristan. Like you can't just walk up right now, but you can go to the theaters again now. They are open. You just have to do it in advance. And so, of course, socially distanced, so there's less tickets available.
Yeah.
So if that's something y'all are into, go check it out. AMC and what's the other one? I think both of them are open.
Regal.
Yeah, Regal.
Nah,
just go look online.
Like it was,
yeah, go look online.
You know what? We're gonna end it on the next two. There's not much. We talked about gaming earlier. That E3 shit. T Money and I spoke about that last week. So, and there was an indie game conference last week, 2 weeks ago, with Nintendo, but nothing major besides, of course, indie games that I have written there. So we're not really going to talk about that. So we're going to end it with the last two things. Speaking about, first of all, The Legend of Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. Let's talk about that. It's going to be,
oh my god, that trailer was so bomb. I'm interested in the creative direction that they're going here.
Yes.
The creative direction.
Oh my god. Visually, we're getting a dope Marvel Kung Fu. It's going to be a TV show or a movie?
Saw that trailer for that.
It's going to be a TV show?
I think it's going to be a movie. I think we're going to finally see the real Mandarin, too. It's supposed to be in there.
Yeah, because they had that was one of the clips in it where... Was it for this trailer or another teaser? But they definitely have a clip somewhere of the fake Mandarin from the Iron Man 3. They go up to him and be like, "You stole his name. We came to take it back," and he's all fucking scared. And I was like, "Yes, we're gonna get like the real Mandarin." So they're gonna retcon. So I thought that was kind of cheeky. They're gonna retcon the fake Mandarin.
Oh, they're trying to right their wrong now?
Yeah, because they literally pull out the guy from Iron Man 3 in jail, and they're like, "You took his name, we're taking it back." And he looks scared, and I'm like, "Oh man, they're gonna murder him, aren't they? This is gonna be great. We're gonna see like the real Mandarin."
You think it's gonna lead into the Secret Mission? That TV show, or it's a TV show.
Well, we'll see, because I honestly I haven't even thought about that, but. It could, honestly.
Because now everybody's talking about that. They're like, wait, if Shang is in there, then that's why they're doing the Secret Mission in November, I believe. And that's going to be a TV show.
Right. So here's the other thing too, because in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Madripoor, right? That's where they go. Madripoor shows up in the trailer. So like everyone's just like, oh man, like maybe is this why they're dropping it now? Because the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out tomorrow.
Yes,
they've been in Madripoor. Sharon's in Madripoor, and there you go. You can like see like which one is it? It's the scene where he's in the cage fight, or where they go for the cage fight, and like that's fucking Madripoor.
Shit,
so
crazy.
So they're like, so it's just like it's all connected.
Hold on, T. Have you been watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good.
I told you I wasn't into the whole WandaVision because of the whole sitcom. Saying I was always gonna watch Captain America and the Falcon. I'm just mad it's ending so early. That kind of pissed me off. But all right,
nigga, U.S. agent, baby. Fucking bootleg
the
ass Captain America. Yo, my dude is bugging out. Yo, I love the show. I love it. I'm enjoying everything that Marvel is doing right now when it comes to the Marvel universe. The second, what's this? The fourth phase? Excuse me.
I think so.
Yeah, I was very doubtful because a majority of the characters I'm not too familiar with them. Like I heard of them, especially back in the day when I was playing MVC1. Like of course Bucky's been around since Winter Soldier, but I heard about Bucky since I was a kid, but I never read the comics. Like I said, I never read the comics. These are just like names I've heard of, and when certain things happen, I would get informed on it. Like I hope they take the route of can I say it, where Bucky gets the shield. I hope so. But I don't think they're gonna do that in this episode. Yeah, they're not gonna do that in this episode that's coming up.
I honestly I don't think that's the route they're going. I don't, because Bucky doesn't want the shield. Yeah. It's too, like, for how they wrote Bucky, like he's not. So I don't think he's ever gonna be.
It's not.
Well, like at least for this one, I don't think it's gonna end. I don't think it's gonna end. I'll be like, I will take my L if I'm wrong, but I feel like I don't think Bucky would become Captain America because he associates it with Steve. Yeah, and he loves Steve too much, and
I think if they go the route,
plus everything he done.
Yeah, well, he's getting over that. Like and I like that. It's character development
he's
for
over
Bucky.
It.
Yeah.
Did you catch? So, in terms of character development in the last episode, and then I'll go back to Shang-Chi because I have like connections between the two. I'm thinking about it in my mind, but like I thought it was pretty sweet because like they had that therapy
when they
moment,
were building the boat, putting the boat
together.
Yeah, I was
but also because
that
goes back to Sam's history, you know, as like a transition counselor, as a vet transition counselor, and like he's not the first, like Bucky's not the first, and probably not the last vet he's gonna talk to like this. Like literally in the scenes, like with like the girl from the terrorist group, like that's him using his skills because he remembers what it's like to be on duty and then come back to civilian life, and so that's how he met, and that's what he talked about. It's not how he met Steve first place, but like that's what he talked about to Steve, to be like, I know what it's like. And here we got to see it. So, and then it's just kind of funny because we see like he's a better therapist than his actual therapist.
Facts. Yeah. So I can't stand Orphan Annie, the terrorist. She's annoying.
The orphan girl.
She's annoying. She's annoying. You're a fucking terrorist. No, I'm not. I'm doing the world justice. No, when everything was blip, using people's houses and shit. And yes, unfortunately, now that things are back, you know, you went the wrong route. Now you got now you gonna get your ass whooped. You took the serum.
They all took. I remember they all took the serum, and then she was talking about how they liked the world the way it was when it was blipped or something like that. That's what they're trying to do, something like that.
Yeah, because when everybody got blipped, then you know, people that were homeless, she was an orphan. You know, people like that, they were like living in motherfuckers' houses and stuff like that. And then remember, everyone's gone for 5 years, and out of nowhere they're back. And then now these
they're the ones who get displaced.
Exactly. So like I understand where she's coming from, but she's just annoying.
It's good. like in terms of
Now
commentary for the
Thanos
state of
helped
the
the
world,
world,
it's
then
really good.
destroyed the world.
Yeah.
It's basically what he
Ooh.
is. He did. It's like
I was gonna say
that's
I'm glad you brought up Thanos because like only because in terms of of thinking about the gauntlet and going back to Shang-Chi, I'm wondering because if the gauntlet, because you know the gauntlet had all the gems on each knuckle, right, and on the back. I wonder if that's why. I didn't look into it yet, but like I wonder if that's why they changed the rings from being rings to being uh like I forget the fighting style, but there's a I don't know if it's kung fu, but there is a fighting style where they fight with rings on their arms, and like that's where they have the rings. So the rings are gonna be are basically bracelets. So I was like, but originally they're rings. So it's just like I wonder if that's a reason, or like it could be another thing that I just want to read into before I talk about it. I'm too excited if they are still rings, but they were meant for a bigger creature, which is the lore, and it's really interesting. But I don't know. Marvel jewelry is very interesting.
I got a theory because someone told me about this, and I said that might happen. Remember, I said how I hope that Bucky gets the shield. I hope if that does happen, that's in a movie later on down the line. Like Black Panther 2 or some shit like that. White Wolf comes back to help and shit like that. But I was told in the comics, what's his name? Eye patch nigga. What's his name? Nick Fury. Nick Fury gets killed by that woman.
Well,
that popped up that was talking to U.S. Agent. I heard she kills him. Right? Is that true?
I think so.
In the comics,
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam, Sam, and then Captain America takes his place as Nick Fury's Nick Fury, but you know he leads Shield or some shit like that. Is that
one
true?
of I think that's one of the roots.
Yeah, because I was talking to one of the homies and they was telling me about that, and I'm like, I would like it if that did happen. That would be lit. Because then that means more Chris Evans, huh?
We'll see. We'll see.
No, I think the Agent 47, he takes over the real role at a little while. But he just becomes too crazy. But he takes over the role.
Agent 47. There we go.
Yeah.
Love that shit. Disney.
I mean,
keep doing it. No, yeah, go ahead, talk.
No, I don't know if they're gonna go this route, but the Marine that keeps helping Sam? I forget his name, but like that sweet boy. He like in the comics, he does become the new Falcon. So like, I wonder if they're gonna allude to something. I wonder. It's the last episode. Like I think it would be pretty cool. It wouldn't be the first time that they did a bait and switch. That like, oh yeah, that they're just kind of there in the story, like they did with WandaVision.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like,
remember in the box. Remember, like, Sam got the new suit, so he could give the old suit to homie.
No, but see, that's a possibility, and again, this is a theory, only a theory, because the idea is if this is really just a setup for Sam for Phase 4, right, to become Captain America, at least for this period of time. Mm-hmm. Not to say he's gonna be it forever, right?
Yeah.
But like, what if he gives the wings to his Marine buddy, and he has the shield, and he's Captain America, and now we got Falcon. I'm just saying, I would be very happy if that young man does become the Falcon. But it'd also be interesting because in the comics, he actually does have wings. Like, something happens, I forget what was the cause or the reason, but he does grow wings. So he is a physical Falcon. So I don't think they'll go that route, but I was like, that would be interesting. What if it happens in the future? Many theories.
Ever since that last episode, I've been playing America. My dude Sam over here trying to be the best Uncle Sam he can be. I fucks with it, and I'm mad it's on the last episode. At least we got an
they only that, but then we get Loki. We get Loki in June.
Oh my god! Don't even start with Loki. Kiki. Marvel, what are you doing? You're killing us right now, man. You're killing the
There's
fucking game right now.
We're not.
Yeah, I want to watch Loki.
No. He's like it's just like one after the other. We just got new content after new content, man.
Because
there's no break for us. There's no break for us weebs.
It's just what it is. Last year we missed out on a lot because a lot of series didn't finish. So now they're trying to. That's why all these shows are coming back all at once now. All these shows that been hiatus were supposed to get a new season last year. They're coming back now. That's why they're pushing all these episodes because they wasn't able to film.
And what's the name was supposed to come out first too? Black Widow, but.
Yeah, they pushing that. They want to release that in theaters. They're trying to push it to where some theaters open so they can make that people coming in money. That's the only reason why they didn't release it. Because they could have released it months ago, but they said that's like a movie. They're still trying to make at least some money off it. So they're going to release it probably later on this year, but you know how it is. But
yeah,
we'll see.
What were you going to say, Bunny?
I was going to say, that was actually my question. It was just like, originally, which series was supposed to come out first? Because WandaVision wasn't supposed to come out first.
No, it was supposed to be Black Widow first. It was supposed to be Black
Widow. In terms of the series.
Oh, it was supposed to be Falcon.
Falcon, right? So that was supposed to be switched. Yeah. Do you think, storytelling-wise, would it have made a difference?
No.
In terms of like...
No.
In terms of the world building, do you think it would have made a difference?
No.
In terms of how people are consuming the content?
No.
Or understanding it?
Honestly, no. My opinion, not at all. Due to the fact that when it comes to Marvel specifically, they write scripts to where they can put out something like a fucking Captain Marvel late in the game, and it makes sense, even though that should have been like one of the first movies to come out, and then forget about it, and then she pops up. You feel me? Like, she should have been like one of the first to pop up, have one movie, and then boom, she pops up in Avenger, the final Avengers film. But I feel like
they just threw her in there.
Yeah, like she just popped up for the last part because she's a key role in the game. Like that's cool. But they're doing fine. They don't really need to. That's just gonna make people want to watch the other series. Like I know people that are like, oh shit, I gotta watch WandaVision again now because I know I'm missing something in it. I gotta watch that. And then the
Easter eggs, like watch it, like rewatching some of the episodes, like even specifically for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there are Easter eggs. Mm-hmm. Like if you read the comics and you're into it, like there are things you didn't pick up the first time that you see the second time. You're like, oh shit,
exactly.
What was that?
It's always
what's the meaning of it? So that's why it's totally understandable people are rewatching WandaVision.
Mm-hmm. Man, get Disney Plus if you don't have it. Right now, they got a sale. You can get Disney Plus and Hulu for $13.99. It is worth it, my niggas. Only problem is Hulu, you have commercials, but I'd rather pay $13.99 and have two services, opposed to lame ass motherfucking Netflix with the $17.99. And the only thing I'm gonna be watching is Yasuke in the next couple of weeks. Well, next week actually. But there's nothing else on Netflix is trash. Where's my Kake Gurui Triple X? I keep asking y'all niggas this shit. Where's my third season?
Oh shit.
Where's my third season? Netflix is garbage. They don't have anything.
We know this.
Well, they have the thing. If Doro Hedoro and Beastars, because Beastars is coming, and I love Beastars, if they were to move, then I would actually get rid of Netflix. But Castlevania, like honestly, I'm in it for Castlevania.
Yeah,
Castlevania. Yeah. So like Kakegurui also is not on any other one, so I can watch it there. Same thing. There's like that content that I am like connected to emotionally that I'm like, yeah, I'll keep Netflix. Like
Netflix.
if they were to move, or if they were to share. Mm-hmm. Which I really doubt because they're the Netflix originals, they're only licensed to Netflix kind of things. Then I probably would let go of Netflix.
That final season, we talked about it earlier, but briefly, that final season of Castle V, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty, but we gonna wrap this bitch up, man.
They better do justice to Alucard. Yo, they did him dirty in the last season, and I am like, yo, they made him a bitch, and I was like, that's okay. I was like, how it ended, I was like, that was correct. But how it led up to that, I was like, he wouldn't be a bitch ass like that. Like, no, why would you do that?
Well, as I said, I was reading on it, and the creator said this is all pre Castlevania games. This is pre Symphony. This is pre Castlevania 1 on the NES or whatever. Like, it's all before that. So I'm like, okay.
We shall, as long as we'll see. We
yeah,
shall see.
exactly. We gonna see,
We shall
man. Because I feel the same way. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You should have been Vlad impaled these motherfuckers as soon as they came to your goddamn castle. I know you could smell. I know you could smell the traitor on these motherfucking twins, my nigga. I know you could smell the traitor on these motherfuckers. Anyways, Castlevania comes out next month. Mortal Kombat is coming out
tomorrow.
Yep, Mortal Kombat's
it's
coming out tomorrow. And,
last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier is tomorrow. I can't believe it's tomorrow already. Yo, yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah. I'm about to go to sleep, and when I wake up, I know what T is trying to say. This is what we're supposed to say yesterday, but you know, yeah. When I wake up, I'm going to be up at 2, maybe 3 in the morning.
Yeah, we know. This nigga gonna be like, yo, I saw the Mortal Kombat already.
Exactly.
He hit me up like that before. Yo, bro, check out Justice League. I said, my nigga, it is 6 in the morning. How are you even up?
I was halfway in. I was halfway in on the league. I paused it. I was like, can I order my food yet? I said, T, this shit is lit, bro.
I'm like, bro, nah, because I didn't even know it was out. I forgot it came out, but I'm like, even then, I was like, bro, it's 5 in the morning. When the fuck you watch that? 12?
Because remember, on the East Coast, we get our stuff at 3. Yes, ma'am. So I got to make sure once we finish with this right here, we're about to wrap it up right now. I got to go get everything I need. So when I wake up at 3, 4, maybe I'm probably wake up at like 5 in the morning. I'm gonna be knocked the fuck out. Your boy is exhausted, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna sleep for like 12 hours. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna watch these, and we'll talk about it next week. That was one hell of an episode. That was great, guys. Let's close this motherfucker out because we all have things to do. T Money, what do you have to say to the people before we go?
I said, be safe, be careful, be aware, and just respect everybody.
Okay. Miss Bun, Miss Bunny B, what do you got to say to
get your vaccines? That's it.
Okay.
Get your vaccines. If you're unable to get your vaccine for personal reasons, like medical reasons, keep staying safe. You know, same thing we always say. Be mindful because people still fucking up out there.
That's a fact. Mio Soul, is Mio there? Is my Mio? Is Mama Mia there?
Hello.
Oh shit, she's still there.
Of course. Next time I'll figure out the audio and video situation too. I thought I was good to go, but anyways, health is important. Self-care. Make sure make sure you take good care of yourself. Mental health is really important. If you need any advice about like CBD and anything, it's like holla at me. And that's it.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I want one single Sour Patch Kid.
Just one.
Oh yeah.
Just one. I'm gonna take one. And I'm gonna just be like, be zipped up like T Money. Yeah, great episode 46 of the Lord Chomper Show. Everybody, please wash your hands and wash your ass. Don't forget your gloves and your fucking masks. COVID-19 is real, and it is still out there. Vaccinations are available. Stop being an anti-vaxxer or a super anti-vaxxer, and if you're going to be an anti-vaxxer or super anti-vaxxer, keep your asses inside because we're going to be like that meme or that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick and SpongeBob are outside playing, and then you got Squidward just looking out the window. So keep your asses inside. Everybody, please take care, and everybody, please be safe because, it's crazy times. America is a crazy motherfucking place. This world is a fucking crazy place. But I just want everyone to be safe, man. And really soon, Weeboids will be back. So don't worry about it. I'm working hard on bringing back Weeboids. But can't really bring Weeboids back if y'all motherfuckers don't get vaccinated, right? Am I right? Like, all jokes aside. Like, I refuse to be stuck in a fucking room with a whole bunch of dirty ass, nasty ass weeps sneezing and coughing. And y'all know these motherfuckers be sneezing and coughing and digging up their noses. Man, if y'all don't grow up. Anyways, it's the Otaku MC, the Shogun, the rap games, Akira, Lord Champa himself, Mari Champru signing out. Episode number 46 is in the fucking books. That was a great episode, guys. I love y'all. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Later, guys.
Bye.
I'm going to sleep. Your boy.